And we're live. All right. Morning thoughts, morning thoughts, morning thoughts. Shout out to the people going out to work this morning. Shout out to the people coming in from work this morning. Extra special big up shout out to the people who work multiple jobs. I have the utmost respect for you. Shout out to my entrepreneurs, my stay-at-home moms and pops, my retirees. Shout out to the drivers. Shout out to the Uber driver, Lyft driver, truck driver, taxi driver, food delivery drivers. Round town and long distance truck drivers, shout out to the crossing guards and the school teachers, law enforcement personnel, medical field personnel, military personnel. Whatever your job description is, shout out to you. Shout out to every single clean-hearted, good-hearted person who wants good for others as much as you want good for yourself. Here we are on this beautiful Thursday morning. Today is the 25th of June, 2026. I feel sharp this morning. I don't know, I get up and go exercise and these kind of things. I feel super sharp. I should be on a rifle right now. Anyway, we're here. We're blessed. We feel blessed. And I'm here to greet you so we can get together and, go already talk over a few topics and have some fun. I'm still trying the green screen thing. So if in any event the screen starts to get too fuzzy for my face to be seen, we will just simply switch to a fully green screen back and we won't have no issues with it. We'll work that out behind the scenes, all right? So there will be no complications this morning like that. Plus, I was on the phone and troubleshooting on 2 computers and all my other gear with Spectrum this morning for about a good hour and 15 minutes. And then tomorrow they're sending over a technician to take a proper look at the system and see, because they have determined that my level of what I'm supposed to be receiving internet at is very much below that. So although I buy up all this new equipment, their service is not giving me enough to push these equipment. So that's why we've been having these difficulties, right? So we'll work on the thing behind the scene. But before I start anything this morning, big up yourself, Marvin. I appreciate you being here. We're going to talk in a minute. Before I start anything this morning, I kind of like how the green and shock around me and the brick wall. It make me feel like I'm energetic. So I'm not changing it. I'm going to leave it just like that, right? Plus, we're not having any problems right now. All right. But before I start anything, I'm going to let go this first. Check this out, y'all.
Like SouFLo, y'all watch me like TV, SouFLo.
Yo, my SouFLoTV audience, listen, your boy is officially a ambassador / influencer promoter on this Vibes Island cruise experience. We're talking about luxury dancehall cruise. I'm already locked in and booked and everything. A lot of you said, SouFLo, as soon as you drop your promo link then or code, we booking. Well, see it ya, look on the flyer and then look on me on the flyer. Oh, me look so good. Me show off, you see, I was actually waiting on them to send me this flyer. Yes, me I gotta talk from behind the flyer for a minute first, because me just feel like I look so good on the flyer. And then I'm trying to show you the promo code. The promo code is SouFLO. Listen, we're big people. Let's get out there and have some fun. And you got a lot of time to book. Okay? You have a whole heap of time for booking up. But me I go talk and keep on talking because I want you to keep on looking at me on this flyer. It is official. I am there. Me dede, pa my ears. I actually just watched a video walkthrough of my suite that I'm gonna be staying in on this luxury dancehall cruise. It's not gonna normal enough. We are shooting a movie out there. May I tell you this right now. So you see, if you miss it, to miss it to this, but you might as well just leave Earth after this. Anyway, let me get off from behind this and talk to you a little bit on screen. See, you're gonna be seeing more of these videos with more explanation and more breakdown of what this is going to be all about. I'm telling you right now, take that promo code right there, SouFLO, and go on over to the vibesislandxp.com and book now, right now. It's a full up fast enough. And soon there won't be any room left, and you don't have to pay upfront right now for everything. You can book it on a little installment and pay monthly, and by the time the cruise is here, which you have until April of next year, but it's gonna get here faster than you think. you will have it paid off and you will be skinning teeth boarding that ship and heading out to sea to have some fun on a private island somewhere. Hold on, man. May have a whole heap more details for you. Just stay tuned. All right? Take the promo code, book right now.
Yeah, we are listening. One SouFLo for the app. Big up my brother SouFLo. We outside. Victory! From poverty to big dreams, and all my dog them with me. SouFLo, they are with me. Woo woo!
Y'all watch we like TV, SouFLo. Y'all watch we like TV, SouFLo.
I like. Me a sting on me a shock, you know. Me a sting on a shock, watch me. Yo, big up myself. Big up. I like how the flyer came out. I was waiting on the flyer. I was waiting on the official flyer from them. Cause you know, you sign papers, but if you don't see yourself on one of the flyer them that they pick, and then you're not official, but you're out there and tell everybody about your official, and you don't have a promo code or anything, that means you're not in it. So this is what I was waiting on to actually get started. That's why I said the green screen hang up, because there will be more promo videos coming that will be showing you the exact island that we're going to be partying on. And we'll be laying out the whole concept of the whole cruise and how it's going to be going. You know what I'm saying? And all of these things. I did a virtual walkthrough of my suite yesterday. And yeah, I'm going to be living it up. I'm a car wifey with me too, so you don't know, your boy are going to be bad and good at the same time. It's going to be very, very good. Zine? So my promo code is SouFLO. Just like the name want to call me, SouFLo. I am SouFLo from SouFLoTV. The promo code is SouFLo, not SouFLoTV, SouFLo, just like it's up on the flyer. Go on the book. And I said something in there that I should clear up. I say you have whole heap of time for book. That might be true if your finances tight and you wait for some money to come in, but the money ain't coming in until a certain time and you really can't book it now. But the wisest thing to do is to actually book now. You book now, you put down a small installment and you pay off the rest of it monthly until the time comes when you get there. We used to them kind of something because we used to put stuff on layaway. And so my mother used to shop for which she used to put clothes on layaway and then pay feet until school start again. And by the time school start, everything paid off. So I know nothing. If you really want to go on this cruise, I'm telling you now is the time to book though, because it's filling up very fast and the rooms are super limited. But I got a beautiful suite. Because I've talked about my own beautiful suite. And I get my cameras on board. So I'm going to be actually vlogging on board. It's not going to be normal. It ain't going to be like the regular vlogs that you see me doing all the time and these kind of things. We're super excited. And I know you can tell, so I'm super excited. I feel like I drink about 10 cups of coffee this morning. I'm just full of energy. Yeah, because I got my promo code and I got my official flyer to go. That was like my goal. So now I'm going. All right. So every time you see it, it's just a reminder. Book it, man, because I'm trying to be out there with a whole bunch of you from this platform. When you don't send me out there with bare strangers, please. Although me will be all right still. But it's going to be super funny, super fun if I all are way out there as well. Be about you that or Kai? Must be Kai. That smile says it all. You know what I'm saying? We are super elated. All right. Moving right along. I will be dropping that from now on here and there. But if you don't see the island, the private island that we're going to be at, the whole concept of this cruise, everything like that, just a heads up, they have actually scaled it back from 2 ships to 1 ship. And I said to myself when they had 2 ships, boy, this sounds good and exciting, but how are they going to manage 2 shipload of people? Because I saw the island and I was like, we have to think about partying and people are got drunk and feel good and all these things. And you know how Jamaican people stay especially, but it's not just Jamaican people going. Caribbean people, especially when they're in a Caribbean atmosphere and then party, them like to litter the place a lot. The island is super beautiful and it's pristine, clean. So me did I think, boy, a whole heap of manpower go into organizing these parties. How are you gonna? And me I think to myself too, how are they gonna keep the island clean? Plus, how are you going to go to every event if events are happening on the island plus on two ships, that means that you're gonna miss some of the events them, you know. It's like say you want to go at this party tonight, but then I have your favorite one over here, so and then the next one over there. They've scaled it down to one ship. They've been scaled it down to one ship. So don't bother think that them scale it back to one ship because things aren't going good or anything like that. They scale it back to one ship because they had a think tank get together, a group of people get together who are invested in it, and they said, if you're going to make this an experience for everybody, you can't go with two ships because a lot of people are going to come back complaining that they didn't get to see this act or that act or this party or that. They're going to have theme parties there, all white this, all this, you know what I'm saying? And you might have to go see somebody perform in a different place while something else spectacular is happening and you're missing it. So the deal was it only makes sense to put everything in one location all the time. That means everybody who paid their money to be there will experience everything at the same time. Unless you just crash out from like the party from last night and you couldn't wake up this afternoon for the afternoon party, and then this evening you come out for the evening party, while some people go in because them did a party this afternoon and can't make it through the night because you know your stamina not up like that and you're not ready. You have to go catch some rest. This is day after day after day after day of partying straight. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, and I'll be there for sure, for sure. All right. So that is that. We have a couple of things to talk about this morning. This morning is supposed to be a I'm gonna say all you can eat because I'm hungry. This morning, we don't know why all you can eat coming out of my mind. This morning is supposed to be a anything goes morning. You see how I reach all you can eat, anything goes, all you can eat. I don't know. But this is supposed to be an anything goes morning. However, I do have topics to guide us. So we're not just sitting up here and look at each other. So, all right. Audrey, big up yourself, Audrey. Manners and respect, I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. We're going to get right into our topics right now. These are the topics we have on the board. The artist known as Jahmiel has released some information that he's putting out an album. I had a newfound respect for Jahmiel. Jahmiel's kind of seemed like he's forgotten now, though. Like, you know, him now get the strength and when he used to get before, when he was clicked up with Alkaline and Mavado. I don't even see Alkaline and Mavado around each other anymore. I say Mavado doing business with Cartel now and Alkaline is not in the picture anymore, but them still have them thing a go on. But, you know, since Jahmiel dropped out of that circle, it was like the clout left him too. And he's a good artist. So I thought I would just announce that Jahmiel is dropping an album slated for July 10th, right? We're just telling you yesterday, say, Buju Banton dropping album. Capleton is dropping his album in another day, which is tomorrow, the 26th. Buju Banton album, I believe, is the 17th of July, right? Too bad. And then Jahmiel has announced that he's dropping an album as well. Some holy other people out there drop albums still, right? There's a story here I would like to talk about, which I felt I didn't do Spragga Benz any justice yesterday. Coming up, listening to dancehall music, Spragga Benz was one of my favorite artists as well. So when I put him on the icon for yesterday and I did not cover his story because we run out of time, I felt like I slighted him. So me I gotta do this story when we did I gotta do from yesterday. First, we just gotta run through it because I did advertise the party, his birthday party that was supposed to happen, and it did happen, and it was a big success. Whole heap of stars turn out, and also other big things happened there. And then I was supposed to give a follow-up and I didn't. So I'm gonna cover that this morning, right? Leoda Bradshaw. Leoda Bradshaw is the U.S. Army or U.S. military member, not Army, she's Navy, U.S. military member who went down to Jamaica and orchestrated the killing of a prominent politician's baby mother and his child, right? And she is incarcerated, and we have some updates to her story because they're getting ready to head to court for her case. All right. There's another one here I would like to cover as well. Jamaica has become cocaine central. I don't know if you know it, but when we done give you the information when we give you are going to see that Jamaica has become cocaine central. I'm starting to wonder if this also plays a role in how much extra attention we've been getting from a certain party. Cocaine is big money. And we're not talking about a little bit of cocaine, because when certain people are ship cocaine, them ship it by the tons, right? When we're talking about hundreds of millions or even billions of dollars. That the top one NBA draft pick of 2026 is a youth by the name of AJ Dybantsa. AJ Dybantsa is Jamaican, Congolese or Congolese Jamaican background, and he was picked yesterday in the 2026 NBA draft pick. Boy, to be that young and to sign a contract for $69 million for 4 years. Yo, 69, most of us in here will never see 69. Most of us in here will never see 10 million in our lifetime. I talk about 10 million US dollars in a one bank account in a one place. And that's probably about for 90 something percent of us here. To be that young and sign that contract for 69 million for only 4 years of a commitment. Wow. But of course, Jamaicans came out in droves yesterday. In droves. Yes, the Jamaican flag was flying everywhere. Yeah, and they were claiming him as a Jamaican. Big up yourself, yard man. I saw even some of our entertainers calling him a yard man, a true Jamaican. Big up yourself. So, I sit back and I watch and I give me congratulations too. But then I said to myself, who is a real Jamaican? What does it take to be a real Jamaican? This is a conversation we're going to have this morning. What does it take to be a real Jamaican? Because I was told that, SouFLo, I don't business what you want to say. You're picking them, they're not Jamaican. Your children were born in the US, them are American. They're American with Jamaican background because you as them parent is a Jamaican, but them are not Jamaican. So I wouldn't refer to them as Jamaican. I can't tell you how many people have told me this. But AJ gets a rite of passage to eat from even some of our famous people after him signed a $69 million for 4-year contract and is now the #1 draft pick, and he is now famous and rich, and suddenly he is a real yard man and Jamaican. So we're going to talk about that this morning. Who is a Jamaican? We have one more story, which is having to do with body cameras, because according to Jamaica News, police body camera caught a shooting that happened between our security forces and an individual. But there are some things in this report that I want to relay back to the people in positions of power pertaining to the body cameras. All right, they might try do good, but them not try hard enough, and I feel like they can push them a little bit to get them to where I think they need to be. All right? You try and tell my kids that because they're fully Jamaican, says Karen Notice. We're going to talk about all that. Before we do that, though, let's pay Spragga Benz some respect first, okay? Because like I said, he was supposed to be on yesterday, but to how I run through the sitting fast, I skipped over Spragga, and then I realized this morning that I didn't cover it, but his face was on. So I don't want nobody be like, where I use the man face for, like, to promote your episode, the man, your flyer, but you're not even talk about the man thing where you're supposed to talk about. So, with all due respect, reggae dancehall icon Spragga Benz, he walked away from the inaugural Journey to Kingston concert with more than a birthday celebration. He received the key to the city of Miramar. Funny, because that's where I grew up. I actually graduated from Miramar High. And I already told you all that I went to Miramar High the same time people like Kashif Lindo was there, but Kashif Lindo was way ahead of us. He was an older boy in the school, and also Taurus Riley was also at that school. So the Jamaican community has been thick in that area for a long time, and now it is even more thick. So to see Spragga Benz, who is one of my favorite dancehall artists, actually dead and now. Well, Spragga do dancehall reggae now, because you know I'm gone into the Rastafari thing, and his music is more that. But it's definitely dancehall reggae. So to see Spragga now getting the key to the city of Miramar is a whole heap of run up and down me doing a Miramar, my friend. Whole heap. Yeah, and got a whole heap of family there too. Spragga received the keys to the city of Miramar. Agent Sasko was also honored by the city during the same evening, giving a night that was already packed with music and unexpected civic weight that set it apart from the typical diaspora show. Shout out to Dancehall Mag for this one. The sold out event took place on Saturday, May 30th at the Miramar Cultural Center in South Florida, and it was hosted by Miramar's Commissioner Maxwell B. Chambers, and it was emceed by Papa Keith of 103.5 The Beat. So from the jump, the production made it clear that it wasn't just booking big names, it was building a case for Kingston as a creative capital, not just a nostalgia trip. Spragga Benz, Wayne Wonder, Agent Sasko, they anchored the night. But the lineup kept expanding in ways that the crowd clearly was not expecting. Beenie Man showed up, and Beenie Man gave an electrifying performance. He emerged to one of the biggest reactions of the evening, because the people them never did know same did it. Running through his hit songs like Who Am I, The Girls Them Sugar, Slam, and the boy and name roll me, and all these other kind of songs, right? And the room, of course, well received it. They went crazy, and they were already warmed up and enjoying themselves before his arrival. And when him reached there, with him simmer, they went into a frenzy. Wayne Wonder brought the crossover era back to life with songs like No Letting Go, No Letting Go, No Holding Back, Joyride, taking a ride, a joyride. Saddest day of my life, the saddest day of my life. When you see how I can reel off them tune here, because I'm a real culturally invested Jamaican. And when I say me like artists, me actually like the artist them. Some people say, I like the artist, they know my favorite artist. I just say, sing one I'm song them and them can't find it. I can't think of any right now. And if you give them the first 5 topics of this artist's hottest songs, them still can't sing any of the words to the song. I know some like artists, or I've invested in artists, right? Songs that remind you exactly of how far dancehall reach extended during the commercial peak. Bugle came through as well. He performed Not Compatible, Pressure Bus Pipe, also of the US Virgin Island, brought Love and Affection. Let me give you some love and affection. You got my attention. A big tune that, you know. Kabaka Pyramid was there as well. He added a different texture to the lineup that was already covering a lot of grounds, whipping the crowd into a frenzy. Everton Blender came through as well, and him blend them up properly. Lift up your head and hold it up high. You know, they were genius highlights for everyone who appreciate how deep Jamaica's roots reggae catalog actually runs. Then younger artists like Jashi were there and also performed, which felt like a deliberate choice. The show wasn't just looking backward, it was making a point about continuity. The great Damian Junior Gang Marley showed up, and the star power in the room hit another level entirely. Junior Gang show up, members of the Marley family appearing at a show called Journey to Kingston carries a certain symbolism that does not need much explaining and unpacking. Welcome to Jamrock. The red carpet entrance featured images evoking dancehall early years, and the whole production was framed around Kingston as both a muse and a launch pad for music that has traveled far beyond our little island of Jamaica. You know, we're little, but with Talawa. People think that we're big. That framing landed differently for a South Florida crowd. Many of them Jamaican or Caribbean background, Caribbean or straight from it, with genuine ties to the Caribbean than it might have landed elsewhere. So they were right at home with their crowd of people, and it was well received. What the night did well was hold two things at once: the emotional pull off music that means something personal to a diaspora of audience, and a live production polished enough to work beyond pure nostalgia. It's a magical night. Those two things, they don't always coexist cleanly, and the fact that Journey to Kingston managed it on its first outing is the detail worth watching. I hope this becomes an annual thing with them, the Journey to Kingston again, part 2, so on and so forth, 3, 4, and it keeps on going. The honors that were given to Spragga Benz and AJ Dybantsa, they weren't just ceremonial moments. They signaled that this event sees itself as something more than a touring package making a Florida stop. Whether that ambition holds up as the series continues is the open question now, and I think that it will. So shout out to Spragga Benz for that was supposed to be his birthday party actually turned into a star-studded event. You know, it's really nice to see all of our artists then basically get back their travel papers now, because you know for a long time majority of our artists had lost their right to travel into the United States of America. Them couldn't get no visa get take away. The artists them did grounded, and now it seemed like everybody free up, and now that everybody is free up, it seemed like we're touching places and people who we should have been touching a while back. And it's also nice to have yard come to us instead of we have to run go a yard all the time, which means we are not local, we're global. Seeing? Right, that's all. All right. With that said, what I really want, did any of you go to that concert? Did any of you manage to make it to the Spragga Benz event? Well, say you're the finest. You're the finest. Big up yourself. You're the finest. Yeah, that's a disrespectful statement when you take white people, one red stripe and a patty, and boom, them are Jamaican. That's why I don't listen to nobody who say that. All right, that is right where we're going to get into right now. So, shout out to AJ Dybantsa. I want when AJ, if he ever watches this video, I don't want AJ to feel like here goes somebody who is Jamaican true and true, who is trying to pop off your Jamaican stripe, because I truly feel like you are a Jamaican too. I don't just feel like you're a Jamaican though, you're a Jamaican Congolese, because we can't disrespect and dishonor your dad. However, we will respect and honor your mommy, right? Because your mommy is one of our queens. She's a Jamaican woman. You're lucky you get the Jamaican bloodline in you and your fierceness. I've seen him perform, man. I was just watching his highlights. Yo, that guy, he was bound to make it. When you talk about passionate and ferocious with what him do, but still so humble and humbly spoken, you would think that somebody who speak like he does can't move like the way how he move, but he does. So big up to him for making it. You know, I have children of my own who are on their own journey, and they're hoping to make it that far as well. The thing about this is, and I've said this before, and I don't want to put down the Jamaican crowd. We're going to walk through this and we're going to peel it back layer by layer. Jamaicans and their supportiveness. You see how we quick for claim somebody once them get rich and famous, or once they become popular and all that, and things look like it are gone for them. But when time people are struggle and trying to make it, these are the things that we love, it seems. And it doesn't mean for everybody. I'm going to throw my stone now. I throw my can, I don't call no foul. All right? I'm going to fling my stone them in the hog pen. So the one them will get licked now, I go squeal out. Don't be one of the ones who squeal out, but if you squeal out, because you get licked. The way how they support you, they love to see you begging and scraping the ground with your mouth, basically. You know, Them love to see you barely a make it because they like you, but they hope that you don't get too far, but they throw their support behind you. Now, when them support you enough and you finally make it, them take back them support and them either start slander you or they don't want you to get any further. That is a kind of sickness that a lot of our people carry, right? Now, when you make it all the way to the top, them same people there who been take back their support or never paid attention to you while your grind still continued because you never lost sight of your vision. Now that you've made it, now a long time they are support you, yo, that's my man's and that I'm an artist or that I'm a vlogger or yo, that one day I'm my athlete that a long time me I watch him from him little play ball, and I lie them I tell is lie them telling. I asked them 2 questions about the journey and them can't answer none of them, right? So it's like you either have to make it all the way or you have to be struggling hard as hell with a sad story and trying to make it where they feel like you have to come to them for something. You have to beg me. You beg me, that's why me I support you. That need to put themselves in a superior position over somebody else kind of thing, the mentality there. So yesterday when he was selected as the #1 draft pick and his announcement was made about the $69 million he would sign for only 4 years type of thing. And all the Jamaican flags just littered the place and all the Jamaican famous people, them, when we say now call none of them name, but some of them really, really famous. Hello! They're all over the place. They were, yeah man, Jamaica this and Jamaica that and I couldn't help but to ask myself, okay, are none of these Jamaicans going to acknowledge his father? Because he surely acknowledges his father. He acknowledged his father. Yes, BM, that's who he reminds me of. His footwork and his ferociousness as far as how he takes the ball to the basket reminds me of a young Kobe Bryant. Kobe was dangerous all through anyways, and Kobe had a lot left to give us in the basketball arena. Him just left too soon. But he did leave a trail and leave a legacy anyways, And when I hear time for go, just so the thing set up. But speaking of the people though, and the amount of Jamaican flags and the amount of Jamaican and big up him a true Jamaican and real Jamaican, I was taken aback by it because I said to myself, well, he's half Jamaican, half Congolese, and a good mixture, by the way. That is a friggin' that bloodline, them two there. It's kind of like the same thing that I say about a Haitian Jamaican mix. Haitian Jamaican mix, that picnic they are go full of fire and rotted. You know what I mean? Especially if they're guided the right way. If you know, you know. Me say, yes, my youth, you get good genes. Is a youth where don't forget his dad. And when he wore his suit to go to the draft, he actually had a Jamaican flag pin and a Congolese flag pinned on his suit. And he had a chain that connected the two of them on his suit. He's the chain, he's the link that connects the mom to the dad on the suit, and these are his background that he's so proud of. Mom from Jamaica, dad from the Congolese. I watched the interview with his dad after because I wanted to know who was the Jamaican parent and who was the Congolese parent. First of all, when I saw it and I saw how many Jamaicans were on it, I was like, how come I don't know about this? Say him a 100% Jamaican, like from 2 Jamaican parents. So I went to go look up his background, and before I could get very far, I saw the Congolese people claiming him as well. And they weren't mentioning no Jamaican either. Them did just put up them Congo flag. And I say, yeah, Congo on the map, in the place, rah, rah. So Jamaicans were claiming him as pure Jamaican, and he definitely spoke about his father in length, which was nice to see a father being elevated at the time of this height of success, because usually what they like to push is the single mother story. Tell us how hard your growing up was, and they're like, my dad left us. That's the first thing that came out of a lot of them mouth. My dad left us, so we had it really rough, And the truth is that a lot of them actually have their dads. They did a statistical research, put us numbers I think we covered that about a year ago or so for the NFL. And it found that there was no Super Bowl players, no NFL player made it to the Super Bowl level from a single mother home. Yes, there were NFL players who made it to the NFL from a single mother home, but none in the Super Bowl were ever from a single mother home. And that I thought was, wow, every one of them had a dad and was raised with a father from a two-parent household. So here was AJ, and AJ spoke in depth about his father and the sacrifices his father made. He wasn't even speaking that much about his mom. He was speaking about his father and the sacrifices his father made. I remember his father as a Congolese, a Congo man. See? So he was like, yeah, I remember he quit his job. He retired early. He came out to California to make sure that I was okay, to make sure that I wasn't, I was protected and I was good, just so I could get that experience of playing at a higher level. Them time that them don't have money yet. And then I watched his dad interview, and his dad said, because they asked his dad, Matt Bryant and them had him on a podcast, and they asked his dad, so you work for your son? He said, no, I work with my son. And I'm not a yes man, and that's one of the things I tell him is, if you want me to work with you, I will. But I'm not going to be a yes man. And you should never surround yourself with yes men either. Surround yourself with somebody who's always going to keep it real with you. And AJ, I've always kept it real with you. And them asked if the father, so how's the money going to go? Are you going to get what percentage and whatever? And the father said, listen, I don't want his money. I'm happy seeing my son accomplish his wildest dreams. My dreams are fulfilled. I don't want his money. I told him to his face, I've been working for 37 years. I'm okay. I don't want your money, right? You can have your money. I just want to make sure you're okay. And that was dope. And that was deep. And a father was being big up instead of just, the single mother, something. He struggled and she had to work 2 jobs. And, we had to eat 1 slice of bread for dinner and a glass of water and go to bed. That story, they always try to push that narrative like the father them not did it. But anyway, back to his nationality now. To the Jamaican people them who would look at somebody like AJ and say, AJ is fully Jamaican, but then look upon me and tell me, say, my kids are not Jamaicans because they were born in the US. First of all, you couldn't tell me nothing anyway. Because me tell my picnic them, say, them are Jamaican. Them born over here in a somebody else country, but them are Jamaican. That's why we make sure that them are grow up close to Jamaica. You see, them a little one here we have, especially Kai, Malani, and the baby, Manaya. As far as the 3 of them goes, their mother is Jamaican, their father is Jamaican, them grandmother and grandfather on both sides are Jamaican, them great grandmother and grandfather on both sides are Jamaican, them great grandmother and grandfather are Jamaicans on both sides. So you can't take our bloodline. And because our kids are born in another country. When Chinese people pick the born in another country, them still call them Chinese belonging to China first before anything else. You understand? I think we are the only people I see that are quick to give away our people. And what ends up happening is causes a discourse. So when we need numbers now to bolster our cause, we're missing numbers because a lot of our people are out there saying, y'all don't consider me to be Jamaican anyways, so I ain't effing with y'all like that. When you send me a Yankee, so I'm going to stay over here. Yeah, my mom and my dad Jamaican, but y'all be talking to me funny and calling me Yankee and stuff, right? Them are no Yankee, them are Jamaican. They are Jamaicans, especially if mother and father is Jamaican. If 2 cow, bull and the she cow, does intercourse, and the she cow breed, and she go lay down in the hog pen and have our cow baby them, our calf, the rotted calf is still a cow calf. It is not a pig because it's born in a pig pen. You understand? And that's the concept that I use to look at it. I'm in a business when nobody else wants it. And we can have this conversation all day. So it's funny to me how we always run to go accept famous people, you know? Oh, them famous. So yeah, Jamaican. But when a regular person says something about them family, no, you're picking them not Jamaican. Then I don't care what you want to say, they're not Jamaican. And we now accept them as Jamaican. Well, guess what? You don't have to accept mine as Jamaican. Them are gonna know say them are Jamaican. All right. So for all of you out there who have your kids who are born in the United States of America or England or Canada, or for our brothers and sisters out there, young and older, who have been confused about your status, especially those of you who come from both Jamaican parents, you're a rotted Jamaican. I saw a brother do a video on Instagram, and I ended up watching his whole video because I could see the conflict in the brother's demeanor, in his voice, in his delivery and everything, because he felt so rejected by Jamaicans. You know what I'm saying? He was asking the question, and then of course the algorithms work like as soon as you watch. If you watch a video about crime and you hit the like button, them start feed your peer crime videos after that. That's how algorithm work now, right? After you and what you search for. So after I watch that now, a next one come up, and it was a female, and she was speaking the same thing. And then a next one. So I started saying to myself, damn, it's a lot of people out here who are Jamaicans but are rejected and or are feeling rejected by the Jamaican diaspora or the Jamaican people, them, especially those who directly grew up in a Jamaica. I saw a video of somebody who is pretty prominent in the Jamaican space. And he made a video that said, if you're born a foreign and your two parents are Jamaican, I'm sorry to tell you, if you never born a Jamaica too, you is not a Jamaican. And that's how he started out his video, right? And all these people who were saying, they were like begging to be accepted, because the brother whose first video I watched, he said, me and my brother, some of y'all might have seen it. He said, me and my brother, we both have the same parents, our mother and our father, both Jamaicans. Yes, we were born in Florida. Yes, we were being raised in Florida, but we were being raised between Florida and Jamaica, because we would go to Jamaica every year, multiple times a year. And although we were being raised in America, in Florida, and although we were born there, when my friends are eating hot dogs and burgers and stuff inside of my house, it was oxtail and curry goat and chicken foot soup and ackee and saltfish and them thing there. And he was like, that is how I was raised. And I'm not one of the Jamaicans who never been there. My parents made sure that we went back every single year, sometimes multiple times a year, more than not. And we would end up I know where my father came from. I know all of the people of his side of the family. Same thing for my mom. And we would spend time with both sides of the family every trip to Jamaica. So am I a Jamaican or am I not a Jamaican? He said, you know, and just for him to ask if he's a Jamaican and looking for some kind of acceptance. And then we see the comment section, some people were saying, my youth, you're Jamaican. But damn, there were a lot of Jamaican flags flying in that comment that was saying, sorry for telling my youth, you're a Yankee. You is a Yankee. We will accept your door with an honorary, but you is a Yankee. I'm like, why y'all hurting these people's feelings like that? But them a Yankee. The youth literally asks for your acceptance. He's literally laying out his whole childhood, how he was raised, everything. And you know what's funny? Everything about how he was raised, everything about how his parents communicated with them, everything about the youth went into details about the kind of music that was played, and him play a sample of some Dennis Brown. Him say, only this kind of music played in my house when I was growing up. I don't know what it's like to be in the house and hear R&B or hip hop or any of them kind of music there. Or, you know, he was like, boom, and you hear a Dennis Brown, and boom, and you hear and him a play like, it would give you the whole, this is a true Jamaican picnic. I'm a Jamaican, right? So let's stop doing this. Let's stop accepting only who is famous and rich and saying they are Jamaicans, while their offsprings who are from full-fledged background of both parents being Jamaican, we are look upon them and I disown them. Because when we disown them, nobody else don't own them, you know? And that's a hard feeling to be thrown out by your own, and you can't go over there to anybody else. Because guess what? If they go to the Yankee people, them are going to say, where your mama from? Jamaica. Okay, I get where your daddy from. You over here with us. Where your daddy from? Jamaica. Pardon me for using that word, this word right here. Because you know how them feel about it. The first thing they're going to hear is, nigga, you a Jamaican. That's what the other side is going to tell them. So them are going to run to us now and say, am I Jamaican? Because my parents Jamaican and you over here, I tell them, no, you can't come over here, son, neither. Your parents are Jamaican, but you're a Yankee. So stop doing that. Because it forms this kind of messed up mentality in them head or this kind of messed up thinking in their head where I'm lost. I'm stuck in between everything and accepted by no one. But I know where both my parents come from. So how come I'm not what they're from? And to the people who said that AJ is a Jamaican, let me tell you how it's always been determined. It has always been determined by where your father is from. That is where you are from. And me make up that rule there, and them make up that rule there. Even where genetics is concerned, if you came from a black parent and a white parent, them usually say, your daddy black? And you say, yes, and my mother white, and them say, well, you are black too. If your mother is black and your daddy was white, they would say you is a white man. That's why there are people out there who call Bob Marley a Edomite and said that Bob Marley come from a white man seed, so he is himself a white man like him daddy. Bob heard that conversation. That's why Bob Marley said in an interview, listen, I don't pray to the God who, him saying pray to the God who create black and white and cause him to come from black and white. So all the other talk that with them talk, you know what I say, I'm never in that. Because they were trying to suss him out and chop him up and divide him and say, you know, you appear to be this way, but you're actually what your daddy is kind of thing. Right? Right. And that is why he became so famous and so many white people could relate to him, which boosted his popularity across the earth and the sales of his music, because he's a white man. Actually, him just cosplaying or look like him, black characteristics are also there. And I was like, damn, okay, me never met that rule there, but at that them always did go by. So if they were always going by that rule, and you should apply that to AJ now, that he is number one draft pick in the NBA, he would actually be a Congolese. Or, I don't know if them call themselves Congolian, but he would be a Congolese. Big up to Cargo with him, Cargonians. But he would actually be considered a Congolese person from the Congo, right? Because him father first. AJ not having that though. And we're not here to let other people define us. You understand? And that is another part about life where you can't make other people define you in a life. You fi know who you is, you fi know who and where you come from, and you set the definition for who you are. Because them people out here will add all kind of titles and tags to you and have you lost in the sauce, don't know who you are. Check this out. AJ has now decided though that he is filing for, and he has actually filed for, his Jamaican citizenship. You see, the thing about AJ is this too, because I was listening to him talk. He said he's not one of those who just could say his mom is from Jamaica. He said he goes to Jamaica on a regular basis, and throughout his entire childhood, he has made many trips to Jamaica. So me did go look it up to see if me could have find anything with him, and there's a lot out there. The kid actually been going to Jamaica his whole life. He's steeped in Jamaican culture, my friend. Me and Shakira was saying yesterday, well, Shaki said, man, the food in a theme house must have been fire. The food in a theme house must be fire. He get the best of some African food from the Congo, and him get some Jamaican food too. Why, for them kitchen must be steamy and smell good and rotted. You're the Finest says, I have two Jamaican parents. Audrey says, it's still a cow, referring to my analogy of man cow, woman cow, do intercourse, woman cow get pregnant, she lay down in the hog pen and have her calves, it's still a calf. So therefore, your two Jamaican parents, them dugu, and your mother go lay down in a USA and have you, you're still a Jamaican. You're still a Jamaican. I know somebody's going to say that's different. We're talking about nationality versus if you're a human versus an alien or a cow or an animal or whatever. No, the same thing. And that me I use. I have two Jamaican parents, right? Same. All right, so check this out. This is what was printed. It says the top pick for the 2026 NBA draft, AJ Dybantsa, he has reportedly now applied for his Jamaican citizenship as he explores the possibility of also representing Jamaica internationally. If y'all don't know it, basketball is on the rise in Jamaica. We have quite a few Jamaicans that already play in the NBA. It was a beautiful thing to see the New York Knicks become NBA champions once again, because they haven't been NBA champions in a long time. And one of our most noted NBA players, Patrick Ewing literally shed tears. Because Patrick Ewing, them, if you grew up in that era and you were watching them play, you know, you felt like, damn, they deserve to have won a championship, but the championship goes to who beat who, right? Okay, so Patrick Ewing was now able to live nostalgically through this breed of Jamaicans. And I remember him greeting one of the Jamaican players on the Knicks as they were going to play in the championships. And him said something like, yeah, yard man, don't. Raw patois, you know. Him say, yeah, yard man, don't. And the brother say, yeah, man, me a yard man. And I was like, damn, they actually talk patois to each other. Yeah? And I don't know, it just gave me something. You have to understand, say, me come a foreign in a time when it wasn't a lot of us into everything. So every time we saw somebody that was, it kind of validated our status here, because there were a lot of people here telling us to jump on your banana boat and go back to where you come from. So we wanted to be big in something, in everything, to be validated. That was also in a time frame where we started to explode on the scene. We started to see ourselves in government and law enforcement and professional sports and on television here and music and entertainment and then in movie roles and these kind of things. And we just started to explode, you know, and then in modeling and all these, the Tyson Beckfords and all of them and these kind of something. So we eventually over time that validated us. And then it got to the point where everybody wanted to be us or wanted to be with us. Anyway, he said that he has now filed for his Jamaican citizenship and he wants to represent Jamaica internationally in basketball. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning. Hello?
You hear me clearly?
Yeah, loud and clear, bro. What go on?
There, man. What going? Good?
Yeah, man. I can't complain. Me there.
For real, man. Life is everything, right?
Yes, indeed, bro.
Me hear you talk about say about how we define people and where them come from and the heritage of where them come from, which island, which land.
A real Jamaican?
Okay. Who are a real anybody then? What real American, what real African? And what me have to say? If you mix a fruit punch juice and you throw a little lime in it, you can't call it fruit punch again now.
Lime and no fruit. Lime and no fruit. Well,
no. I mean, you get the concept, man. I say.
No, man. Let me
Okay.
get it. You throw fruit in there, so you can't call it fruit punch again.
Okay.
That's something different.
Okay. If you make banana juice and you go throw apple juice, you can't call it banana juice again.
Okay.
You get another name.
Right. No, it's fruit juice.
Yes.
Banana and apple in there. Yeah, no, you're not on point. All right, so talk to me. Yeah.
So come on, let's be honest with yourself and use comments that don't use ego or what we want it to be. Let's be honest with ourselves. Then your 3 last youth them are Jamaican them.
True and
them
true.
are Jamaican them.
True and true.
Then because the mother and father are Jamaican people who born in Jamaica, come from Jamaica. So them are Jamaican is like them are Jamaican who born in America then.
Right.
But you know, society call them Americans because them born from America land.
Right.
But a Jamaican them. But your other kid, the clear color kids them who have the white mother.
Right.
Is
they are
German
Jamaicans or Jamaican German, and we proudly accept that too, and that's realistic. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's realistic. And the other one, then, which is my first set of kids, which is Farah and Jaden, they are Antiguans Jamaicans, or Jamaican Antiguan and Barbudan. They're still West Indian children, but they are from Antigua and Barbuda, because that's where their mom's from, and then me come from Jamaica. And we make them know that. You see?
We all know who people will. We just talk too much. Like, if a father Jamaican and mother Jamaican, you are of Jamaican descent. Your line is from Jamaican descent.
Your bloodline is Jamaican. So your bloodline is Jamaican, and that is what should define you. Now, the conversation that I was having is how Jamaicans are quick to accept somebody once they are rich and famous. As a Jamaican, they're even willing to strip away AJ's Congolese heritage in order to say real yard man, fully yard man. When in fact he is half Congolese, half Jamaican, right? But then they will look at a regular Jamaican who don't have all that fame and all that money, and they will tell you that your kids them is not Jamaican because a foreign you have them. Sorry to tell you, but a Yankee them there. That's what I've been told many a times.
Remember say Harris, no, is so fast and accept Harris? Kamala Harris? A Jamaican.
Kamala Harris is Jamaican Indian.
Yeah, but that's a people quick to accept her though. But if it was like a poor girl in America where I try to claim Jamaican, no, sir, who? No, you're American. Move find yourself.
Yeah.
We have this ignorance about who need to cut off bridge and stop spread for people.
Exactly.
Is the man saying? Because who is them to tell you say your kids are not of Jamaican? Then face thing.
You know,
so on.
No, me just say me just agree with what you said.
Yeah, because my phone echo back in the minute, and I hear about myself. I hate it. You know, confusing. Yeah, but I'm going to fix me now. I'm going to do my private by a headpiece or something, but I hear about myself, I talk, I hear myself back to me.
But you're good at someone. Well, you're loud and clear for we.
So I'm going to focus concept when I hear properly, right?
Yeah, we are here, you're uninterrupted.
And I mean,
clear.
Who is me if you look at a Jamaican who have a kid in a foreign country and look at the kid and tell kids, you're not Jamaican. Who is me? Is that? You know what I mean?
Saying.
And people provoking them phone and text and us, you use them text and hurt people. It's like people that think say you can't, people like fuck you. Like why not text by my phone?
I read
and I say,
people,
no, you're
bro.
not Jamaican.
I read people, bro. I read people, and I could tell that the people who I saw who were making these videos, they were hurt. They were hurt because they were rejected. They were hurt because they were raised a certain way. Otherwise, a man wouldn't take him time to tell you the kind of music that's played in his house when he was growing up. Give you one long list of all of the Jamaican food them. Make you know that they never cook Yankee food in them house. Tell you about him parents' background, how many times a year them go Jamaica, all that. He's trying to be validated. And the girl too, they were trying to be validated among the Jamaican people, which had me now convicted in my spirit to come tell the Jamaican people them say we need to stop throwing away our own people because nobody else is accepting them. And they know it too. They can't go among Americans because Americans now going to accept them as in you're one of us kind of thing.
What if an American here say, if an American here say you're of Jamaican descent, they call it Jamaican.
They're calling you Jamaican. They won't even care if one of your parents, you know, so they don't even care if one of your parents is not Jamaican, you know. Them don't even care if one of your parents is not Jamaican. You see, Frank, you say, yeah, my mom Jamaican, they're like, yeah, nigga, you Jamaican.
Hey yo, a
They're not
girl,
even
you
want to
know?
hear say about my daddy American though. They'll just be like, nah, you Jamaican.
Hey, look at her. A girl over work, see?
Hey,
I tell me, say she's Jamaican, she's not like a Jamaican, not like a Jamaican. Where she walk, not if it's a Jamaican, she don't look and sound like Jamaican, see?
see it.
Boy, you say she's Jamaican, I'm saying, smile, I'm saying, so why you say you're Jamaican? You have some parents, and she say yes. My mouth shut, I'm accept her immediately.
Saying.
From the parents, they come from you. They come with your father seed bag and your mother egg and you're Jamaican. You can't run from you. Just you come from it too close. And just say you go up on a family tree, go online, go search some long family background. All right, that's right. That's why this one thing.
Yeah, that way.
It's stupid, yo. I make her go and talk, so I go and listen.
All right, my brother. Manners and respect.
All right,
See
big
it?
up.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. All right,
Michelle Darling, y'all used to go crazy for that boy. When we used to go crazy for him, like when Tyson Beckford hit the scene, Jamaica was on the map after that as far as fashion goes. He was actually one of them that spearheaded the whole I want a Jamaican man. I want a yo after Tyson y'all had to have been there. Y'all had to have been there. This is back in the day when time the clothes them did have the big logo upon them and your boxers did say Ralph Lauren big as hell. I have to wear Ralph Lauren drawers. The girl them used to like it. You had the big old back then cross color clothes did I wear. It was just fashion, and that was the fashion at the time. And they had international models and they had big models, but they never had a Tyson Beckford. When that dude came out, when Tyson Beckford came out, it was cool because the girl them start look by you like, yeah, even if you never look nothing close to what Tyson Beckford look like, they just want to know say they catching some of that Jamaican DNA. Serious stuff. So he played his he played his role. He played his role too, you know. But yeah, man, we come from them type of times. D. Henry says I'm a Jamaican. That was the rivalry back then. The Heat and the Knicks or the Bulls. Boy, that's when basketball was something else. Dorothy T says, my children refer to themselves as Canadian-born Jamaicans. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Morning, SouFLo.
Morning, family. What go on?
Me good, you good?
Yes, man. Me good. Me can't complain at all. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm at work.
Okay.
When me sit and I listen to how we talk about having kids in another country, but the kids are still Jamaican if the parents are Jamaican, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I have that issue. And my oldest son, you can't tell him he's not Jamaican,
Right.
even though he was born in America.
Right.
He's traveled to Jamaica so many times, more than me who was born there. Him know the culture, him know the food, him can DJ and play the music and do everything.
We're saturated in our culture.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this child was born here in America.
Seeing.
Andrew can talk to you in straight patois.
You know,
and he was born here in America.
I see them
and he grew up here in America.
Right.
So what I'm seeing is that the current administration with the immigration is trying to erase that.
Trying to erase.
You get what I'm like? How can I explain it? It's like just because you were born on American soil doesn't mean that you are American citizen.
Hold on, pause for a second. Nans said Tyson Beckford is that guy, and have you heard his story? Nans, for those of us who come from back in them time there, we know his story. Tyson Beckford come up around some real shotters, like some talk about real gunman, like real bad people. So we know his story. That's what you're talking about. I don't know if a lot of other people didn't know that though. But yeah, go on, say what you say.
So what I'm saying is that is trying to be stripped away from the children who were born here, to the point where they're saying, okay, at least one of your parents have to be a born American.
Okay, you're talking about, I was trying to see where you're going. You're talking about the Trump administration, because we do whole heap of immigration video. So you're talking about the Trump administration.
And we're talking this morning about the fact that your children are born in this country, but they're still Jamaican.
Right, and they're trying to redefine citizenship and who qualifies to be a citizen.
So you get where I'm going now.
Right, because you know, so them all want
it ties into that.
It does tie into that. It does tie into that.
And that's what the administration is trying to stop.
Yes. Yes. So
if they go back and find out that I had my children in America, and one of their parents was not a born citizen, they can remove us, or my children.
If they find out, that what they're trying to change it to is your child will not qualify to be a U.S. citizen. As for the first part of it, it would be from anybody who is born now. So they would have to know, at least have one parent be, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to stop the country being used as a birthing ground, because there are a lot of people who actually pay money and do fraud paperwork to come here just to have a child,
just to have babies,
just so the child can be a citizen.
Right here in Miami, they were running something similar, and it was shut down by the same Trump administration, because they were coming here and it was a facility that was facilitating them and getting them set up here.
Right. But do you know who does that the most? Do you know who send their people here?
It's not my color.
Exactly.
It's
Russians,
the pink people.
Russians and others from Europe. They're the ones that do it the most.
They're the ones that's doing it. Them. And recently there was a story about a pregnant woman who they stopped because she was here, and they sent her back. She was here on a visitor's visa. When she came through, she didn't look, not every woman looked really big pregnant, right? She was far advanced in her pregnancy, and she traveled here, and they caught her before she could have the baby, and the baby was actually almost due. And they had her confined or locked up in ICE, and they were processing her papers, revoked her visa, and was processing her papers to deport her. Yep. Yeah. So when I heard you all talking about that, I could relate to it, but it brought me right back to the immigration issues that's going on right now. Yeah. Could you imagine and that's the part that people are scared of. The people are scared that will they be revoking citizenship for children who, I mean, that would be down the road, right? And hypothetically speaking, or I wouldn't say wishful thinking, because none of us not wishing for that to happen. But the way how this administration is going is because Trump did say his goal is to denaturalize as many people as possible. Right. Right. So if they got a leeway in this, they would definitely be one step closer to completing or getting to where he's trying to go with it, which is exactly where you're talking about. Right. Yeah. And I'm glad that I was able to show my children the other side of their culture, not just the American culture that they were born into. So they know Jamaica, they know my family, they know if anything happened, they have a home in Jamaica they can go to because they have their family. Yes, and it's also... They're not estranged to my Jamaican family that I grew with. Right. I introduced them and made them aware of Jamaica, and so it wouldn't be a complete shock for them if they had to leave and go there. Mm-hmm. Because basically what the administration is saying, if these are your children and you're from Zimbabwe, I'm sending your children back to Zimbabwe with you.
Right.
Even if they've never been to Zimbabwe.
Even if they've never been to
Even if they don't know nothing about Zimbabwe.
Right. Right. And that's where they
So I made sure that I instill certain things in my children from the Jamaican culture.
Yeah, because
and like how you started bringing your children from they were little to Jamaica. Indeed. So they know their family in Jamaica now.
Indeed. Indeed.
And so if there's a transition, they're not too traumatized because they're already acclimated to that part of their culture.
Right.
You get where I'm going with it?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Is it anything goes today?
Today is anything goes, indeed. Yes, yes, yes. Is anything goes.
Okay. Since there's anything goes. Okay. Such man.
Mm-hmm.
This was Monday or Tuesday. Such man put out a video accusing a particular artist of unaliving another dancehall entertainer.
So Future Fambo put out a video accusing Beenie Man of
unaliving the man who kept dancing after he got slapped. And it wasn't a regular slap.
Future Future Fambo.
You did say Tuesday night on the live that there probably going to be some type of retraction, some type of apology coming soon.
Had to be.
The following day, which was yesterday,
was there one?
The video was removed. You know what, SouFLo? You have a way of predicting the future that be scaring me sometimes.
Man, you just have to pay attention. You'll see it coming. That's all I do. I assess the situation.
Me don't know if I be him and page him or whoever page him, but
him get a page.
Him get a page.
Him get a page. Yeah, and you see. Now there will be apologies made behind
that was
the
quick
scenes
though.
Too. I knew it was coming.
That was quick.
You can't just say stuff like that and just like that. I knew that was coming.
And then you're accused like this song them say you write the song them and all kind of thing you attack. When you come up with all kind of allegations these days, you have to have proof to back up what you're saying.
The man says him right Sim Simmer. Sim Simmer is Beenie Man's biggest song. So you write all the songs.
Who am I?
Yeah, of all the songs you could have
He got a lot of flack for that song though.
I saw.
That was a controversial song. He got a lot of flack for that song.
Yeah, but I don't think a family write it though.
One more thing before I go.
Oh yeah, you remember? Sorry, but you remember when the flack you talking about? I almost skipped over that when he said, "How can I?" Then he said,
"Make love to a fella in a rush. Pass me the keys to my truck."
We so ignorant. The man. But hear the people them. How can you make love to a fella in a rush?
In a rush.
So you have to take your time, make love to a fella. Big man.
Look, them stop right there, so you know. They're not going with the
have no sense
you know.
Sometime, you know. I want to be listen. Them said the man said,
how can I make love to a fella in a rush? And then just stop right there, so.
So you're supposed to make love to him slow, you big butt one. Oh man.
My people are so funny.
It's just like when name there, Busy Signal. Busy Signal had a song too where I forgot what the name of Busy Signal song was. Somebody in here is gonna tell us what it was though. But hey, I want to tell y'all though before. Hold on a second, Marie. Y'all please remember that Charla is in the chat right now. Let me pin her comment real quick. She's right here. But Charla has her own YouTube channel now, right?
I'll be watching her content.
I'm encouraging everybody to go over there and watch it because none of us in here are attorneys, and she obviously has a leg up on all of us when it comes to inside knowledge, right? And how the law works with not just immigration, but other topics that she'll be discussing over there. So Grassroots starting up her YouTube channel. Go over there and subscribe to her channel.
You know
and
who
stay
else have
close
a
to it
channel
so
too?
you're informed.
You know who else have a channel too, Miss B? Miss B.
Miss McBean?
Miss B.
Well, there's an attorney named Miss McBean who started out over on this channel.
No. Miss B, that's in our chat.
Miss B. Miss B? Is that Miss B Talks Health and Wellness with a Twist?
007, Miss B.
Miss B Talks Health and Wellness with a Twist.
Yes, she has a channel too.
I'm gonna change up on the name so much that I can't keep up. But,
she has a channel too, and a lot of times it be her and her husband.
Okay, and I have another Miss B, so I was confused as to which one you're talking about. Because there's another Miss B that has a channel, but she's a school teacher.
No, I'm talking about Miss B. Miss B.
She has a channel
007.
too. But she not ball out and say, go, I didn't know. She not say nothing.
Well, I subscribe to her channel and I'll be watching her stuff too.
Yeah. I'll keep plugging the channels if I know about them. I know about Charlotte's channel. And I think Charlotte's channel is super important because of course, her expertise, her field of expertise, you know? Yeah. Yeah, Murray.
So before I go, I would like it if you could do a video just on the cruise that's coming up with the Vibes Cartel.
Oh, I'm gonna have a lot of that coming. Obviously, you
because if I want to go, I want to be able to plan from now and get my ducks in a row to be able to go.
Keep watching. Keep watching.
Okay.
I'm gonna take a break.
All right.
Right
now go back in that chat.
Pay attention right now, especially right now. All right.
All right.
All right.
Later.
So Marie said, "For do a video. I'm gonna do more in-depth videos on it, but
like SouFLo, watch we like TV, SouFLo.
Yo, my SouFLoTV audience, listen, your boy is officially a ambassador / influencer promoter on this Vibes Island cruise experience. We're talking about luxury dancehall cruise. I'm already locked in and booked and everything. A lot of you said, SouFLo, as soon as you drop your promo link then or code, we booking. Well, see it ya, look on the flyer, and then look on me on the flyer. Oh, me look so good. Me show off, you see. Me show off. I was actually waiting on them to send me this flyer. Yes, me I gotta talk from behind the flyer for a minute first because me just feel like I look so good on the flyer. And then I'm trying to show you the promo code. The promo code is SouFLO. Listen, we're big people. Let's get out there and have some fun. And you got a lot of time to book. Okay, you have a whole heap of time for booking up, but me I go talk and keep on talking because I want you to keep on looking at me on this flyer. It is official. I am there. Me dede, pa my ears. I actually just watched a video walkthrough of my suite that I'm gonna be staying in on this luxury dancehall cruise. It's not gonna normal enough. We are shooting a movie out there. May I tell you this right now. So you see, if you miss it, to miss it to this, but you might as well just leave Earth after this. Anyway, let me get off from behind this and talk to you a little bit on screen. See, you're gonna be seeing more of these videos with more explanation and more breakdown of what this is going to be all about. I'm telling you right now, take that promo code right there, SouFLO, and go on over to the vibesislandxp.com and book now, right now. It'll full up fast enough. And soon there won't be any room left, and you don't have to pay upfront right now for everything. You can book it on a little installment and pay monthly, and by the time the cruise is here, which you have until April of next year, but it's gonna get here faster than you think, you will have it paid off and you will be skinning teeth boarding that ship and heading out to sea to have some fun on a private island somewhere. Hold on, man. We have a whole heap more details for you. Just stay tuned. All right? Take the promo code, book right now.
You will listen. One SouFLo on the app. Big up my brother SouFLo, we outside. Victory! From poverty to big dreams, and all my dog them with me. SouFLo there with me. Woo woo!
Y'all watch we like TV, SouFLo. Y'all watch we like TV, SouFLo.
When Marie asked, I just had to drop that in because she came in a bit late, so obviously she never said that. So again, that's why I have green screen up on everything. I'm going to be actually showing you the island and showing you some of the stuff that's going to be involved in this right here, as well as bringing you more in-depth information. I see people in the comment section saying stuff like, where's I have my gun finger up? Listen, people, I'm gonna have the time of my life. I promise you. I see people in the comment section saying stuff like, "Oh, you when is the date?" Because the flyer don't say the date. Well, the flyer not gonna say the date. You need to go over to vibesislandexp.com. It's Vibes Island Experience, but vibesislandexp.com is gonna tell you the date right away. You have until April when we sail April of next year. Okay, but it is best to book now and then take your time and pay it off because they do offer you it on installment. So like layaway, you don't have to pay everything up front at once and it be a crunch to your pockets. And you have time to plan way ahead. I can put my affairs in order from now till way ahead that time. So yeah, that's something that I'm very much looking forward to. And you're going to see way more promos now. That flyer that you see there is exactly what I was waiting on because I was telling some people before, I said, you know, I signed one contract and then I'm supposed to be one of the ambassadors / influencers that are going to be on board with promoting this thing. And the person went like this. Yeah, okay. The person said, yeah, all right. Anyway, bro, me see it when me see it. I said, okay. So I was waiting for them to send it to me and they sent it to me yesterday. And that's why I did see that in the video. So I was like, I got a promo code. I'm all locked in. And I got a video run through of my suite that I'm going to be staying in, you know, my big private balcony and all these things. It's time for y'all to go book, man. Just go check it out. VibesIslandEXP.com. And if you're going to book, use my promo code. If you know, you know, and you'll be all right. All right. We got more things coming. Well, Charlotte, big up yourself. See King Biggs. We ain't seen King Biggs in forever. King Biggs drop in every now and then, but we know say you're there about King Biggs. King Biggs says it's from the 9th to the 12th of April of 2027. Mini Bob.
Ready, SouFLo?
I knew it. Live on the air with SouFLo. How you doing this morning, Mini Bob?
What's up, son? Finally. I know you was going to do something with Van Cassette.
Yeah,
because
I was waiting for the promo code and the flyer.
That's nice. So you take your kids with you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can't take my kids to no. It's from the 9th to the 12th. 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th. That's 3 nights, 4 days of partying or the other way around. Of straight entertainment, straight partying. Ain't nobody bringing their kids to that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you going to Miami, to Jamaica in the back?
What do you mean?
The boat.
Go to vibesislandexp.com and look up all the information. Or wait for my other videos to come out. I mean, when I do the other videos, I'm going to get in depth with the details. So wait for those. Yeah. But don't let me do them now. Right now, I just have my promo code up, and you could use my promo code, which is SOUFLO, SouFLo. That's the promo code. So if you go over there and decide to book, use the promo code, all right?
Okay, I'm a book. Because I know in June I'm going to Damon and Mari's boat too.
Okay, you're going to their Welcome to Jamrock cruise?
Yes.
Ah. Are you still in Jamaica?
Yeah, I'm still in Jamaica.
Also, you gone?
I'm going.
You got
Yeah,
it.
I'm going.
Did you actually
Seven
move
big
back, or
guys.
you moved
So
back, or
I
you
didn't
just
move back. I'm just for a year and it's Kingston times.
okay?
I'm, working. I'm a job in Jamaica now, so I
Okay,
stay working. Yeah,
that's
so
what's
I
up.
go back and forth. Be
All right.
careful.
Yeah, bro.
I need a girlfriend, man.
You need a. You're not finding none down there.
Yeah. I need a dude. I need a dude woman so far.
You're not finding none there.
Not for me, not for a long time,
Not for a long
for a short time.
Boy, Minnie Bob, I said I was gonna help you out and see what I could find for you, but I don't know. It
You
probably
don't
work
know.
out better.
Okay.
You might have to go find that for yourself.
Yeah,
And plus, I don't want to be responsible for your heartbreak. You know, when you find one and she mad up your head, then you start.
It's okay, that's it. No, I'm not cussing. That is a life.
Yeah, you said that no until she mad up your head and your finances.
Nah, I'm a very
Why SouFLo said
reasonable guy. Yes, I'm a very reasonable guy.
All right, Minnie Bob.
Anyway, I'll be back in 2 weeks.
Back to the US.
Back to the US for 5 weeks, and then I'm coming back.
And then back to Jamaica.
Yeah.
All right. Well, big up yourself, Minnie Bob. Always good hearing from you, yeah?
Okay, you might see me on the Vibe concert board then.
All right. We'll see how it goes. You have a lot of time.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, have a good weekend if I don't talk to you.
All right. You too, friend.
Okay, message. Bye.
All right. Where's the Minnie Bob? We talk out the Minnie Bob. Me not give Minnie Bob no woman. Next thing, they mash up Minnie Bob life and him heart and him finances. And me, Minnie Bob, I go cuss. You gotta go pour your own poison. You know, pour your own poison. I remember when we used to drink together in New York. Somebody would be like, "Yo, go to the store and get a bottle of Henny," and somebody would go get a bottle of Henny and a couple of cups, right? Everybody who was gonna drink from it would tap the top of the bottle, like pass on the back and just tap the top. And then when it was time to pour, you pass that bottle to another man and tell him to pour him own sorrows. Cause me now pour this for you and you mash up half a Hennessy and next thing you blame me for your sorrows or me turn you into an alcoholic. You pour yours. You want a lot, you want a little bit, whatever the case may be. So yeah, same thing for woman. You have to go find your own Minnie Bob. Because they come like a loaded gun. Minnie Bob live his life. He's living his life. He's been gone for a while. And a real extended stay in Jamaica. He said he didn't move back, but he's just doing an extended stay. He should go hang out at Devon House. Here you know. Devon House, of all places, at Devon House, you send him go hang out. Boy, Minnie Bob sound like him should have hang out at Back Road. At Devon House. Minnie Bob says he wants an older woman and he's looking for a long-term relationship with an older woman. You know, let's be honest, right? I was actually having this conversation not too long ago. Anything goes. I'm sure Minnie Bob don't mind me talking about this. The thing is, well, we talk about this in occupational therapy too, like dating and having a relationship, like an intimate relationship, because nobody goes around saying, I'm looking for somebody who has physical disabilities. You know what I'm saying? Nobody goes around saying, oh, I want a guy that has a speech impediment that's really, really bad. Like and we don't use the word bad in therapy. We'll just say something else. But I'm saying for our sake, nobody goes around saying, I want a guy that could barely speak. I want a guy that when he talks, it sounds like this because that would probably be the first turnoff for any woman that guy tries to pursue. You know what I'm saying? So Minnie Bob is having it difficult because a part of that is that he has physical disabilities. I remember the first time when he used to call in, everybody used to laugh. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people used to laugh, and they used to be like, "Oh, the man, the so and so. Oh, the girl, the so and so. Yo, there's something wrong with that girl. There, she drunk or something." So I had to start saying, "Yo, I've spoken to this person before, and I saw them. This is not somebody who is. This is not a girl. It's a guy." And you know, a lot of the times people would be like, "Why that woman sound like that?" And I'm like, "It's not a woman. It's a man. It's a man." So when we finally switched to the program I'm using now, and we're able to share the screen, and we put Mini Bob on screen where everybody saw him, everybody was like, "Damn, that's Mini Bob. He's a man. He's a man." But you're born with difficulties, ailments, and you got to live your life that way. So dating and picking up a woman and all these things don't come as easy to them. Some people have children who have disabilities, and your children will not be meeting their milestones like everybody else. That's cause for concern, right? They will not be hanging out with friends. They will not be dancing at parties. They will not be moving as confident as others are, because they'll always be looking at, they'll be the ones who are shut out. And I know when we did that grow up, and they used to be like, "Okay, make a play 5-on-5 then." And them say, you are the two captain. Pick who you want on your team. And everybody is like, "I want that one." And somebody else say, "Okay, give me Carissa." And the next person said, "Give me Steve." And the next person said, "Give me Blocker." The next person said, "Give me Big Head." The next person said, "Give me Chinaman." You know, sister, the person who have a disability always end up not getting picked. Do you know how that could make somebody feel, man? You always never get picked. And then somebody says, "Well, I guess you have to take him then." And they'll usually be like, "All right, you sit out for now, right? And then we'll sub you in later," or something like that. So that's his reality. You know what I'm saying? So he's always going to be, it's going to be hard for him to find somebody unless he get into a dating pool of finding. There must be something out there for dating with disabilities, like maybe a network of people who have similar disabilities kind of thing. Because that way then them can. But the funny thing is, I've seen people who have disabilities don't want to be with people who have the same disabilities as them. They're like, "Nah, I'm a bit more advanced, so I want a regular person." And then they have a hard time themselves, you know? They have a hard time themselves. A Jamaican woman, they're not like us anymore. Yeah, him not get no old school Jamaican woman to come settle down with him and all these other things. So the difficulty will always be there. Let me hear Mini Bob talk. Yeah, Mini Bob, turn
Yes,
on.
sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
The disability, two people with disabilities will not work.
Say it again.
Two people with disabilities will not work.
Two people with disabilities will not work, but one person having a disability, looking for someone without a disability is also a difficult road, right?
Yeah, it's better.
Right.
But you have to do whatever you do.
Yeah, I'm just being as realistic as possible, because remember, I work in the field of occupational therapy as well, where we often have these conversations. You know?
Sure.
Yeah.
I want to make a girlfriend. We off and we on. See you in Jamaica, see New York right now. We off and we on. Sometimes we talk, sometimes we not talk. So I do have people. This is what somebody a long time. I just want to do. I just want to have a wee relationship. I don't want to play no more. So far, I'm too old for the games.
You still in your 30s?
It doesn't matter. So far, therefore, live the life I live. You feel like I lived for 45 years.
King Big say you need a muckers. Many man can't manage no muckers. Him heart I go give King Big say you need a muckers, Mini Bob. Mini Bob, you know how muckers is. Mash up your life. No, bro. You know, the muckers are going to do the things and just no emotional attachments to it. It's dollars and cents. I don't think Mini Bob wants that. Mini Bob wants,
no.
Mama, Brother, come here. I don't think Minibob wants that. I think Minibob wants somebody who he can be with to be with. Not true,
Yeah. Yep.
Boy, rough out there. Well, you say you have somebody though, but it's on and off and on.
Yeah, it's over there. Somebody tried to set me up a long time ago. And then when she was with his friend, me and her talked, and she disappeared every now and then. And then when I'm in Jamaica, she is in America. And when I go to America, she is in Jamaica. So, you know.
Oh, so y'all just keep crossing paths but never connecting.
Yes. No.
Well,
see New York right now.
Minibob, your brother, I know something I gotta talk to you. What you think about that? How she she there and you here, and then when you there, she here, and she there when you there, and here and there. What do you think about that?
Maybe. I think it's messed up. She only pick up the phone for 5-6 months.
Wow.
I have to call Baba another number. I have a Palm Beach number and a 48 number.
What under your girlfriend that Minibob? That's a link.
What do you mean?
That's a link.
Yeah. So there's a link?
Yeah, that's just a link, man. That's not your girlfriend. That's not that's not your girlfriend, brother. Yeah, and let me tell you the truth.
Yeah,
right?
man.
Your girl, if she truly interested in you, she will find a way to be where you're at. Yeah, so she's not gonna be there when you're here and here when you're there, and it's always going like that and take months to pick up the phone and all that. That's a link.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, man. In your world, you know, I know that there's obstacles there when it comes to getting with who you looking for or desire to be with. So I don't know, you have to go look harder. Or why did you say it wouldn't work? Why did you say it wouldn't work for two disabled people or two people with disabilities?
Because if somebody in the weekend, you need to help. You need help and you need to.
Wait, say that again. Because what?
Two people with disabled. Two people who disabled. It wouldn't work because you need help, and you know, if two people on the weekend, you need 2 cars to go, and all this is a mess, man.
They don't have to be physically disabled. He's assuming they would be physically disabled.
Well, he's disabled, so he would know. It's his reality. You know, I'm peeking into his world. I'm peeking into his world through his eyes. I wanted to know why he's saying that two people who are disabled or have disabilities wouldn't work. I'm looking for his experience why it wouldn't work.
He would never work for me.
Person would be physically disabled too. What if they're mentally disabled and have all the faculties?
Maybe you don't want that. You see, and that's what I'm saying. Wifey they here, I said, Minibob. Wifey said, they don't have to be physically disabled. What if they are mentally disabled? But the man probably don't want to mentally disabled somebody because him not mentally disabled.
The problem with mentally disabled is you don't know what they have. So you don't know if they can snap on you. Yeah. And you don't know if somebody is power of attorney or all that. So no.
Right. You see, baby, you never think that through.
Yeah, I didn't think that.
Because you never been disabled before. That's why you have to listen to them from his perspective, because that's his life. So me I peek into his reality through his eyes. Yeah. Boy, Minibob, the wonder what you have still, that's not your girl though.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
And you wouldn't date somebody who has like the same Like they're mentally all there like you, but they have some physical ailments. That's not what you're looking for.
Nope.
So to the audience, you see what I'm telling you? That makes it even more difficult because I've seen this before. People who have ailments or disabilities, they look for people who have everything right with them and nothing so-called wrong. We don't use the word wrong because it's not wrong, but it's disabled. They're not looking for a disabled person. They're looking for somebody with no disabilities, which makes it harder. Have you ever tried dating somebody with disabilities, Minibob?
Nope.
No.
Never coming. Never.
It's just
Never
not your
coming
thing.
my way.
Oh,
No, they just never come in my way.
Okay.
After school, after I finish school, that's it. I don't see them as much.
So you've always dated somebody who does not have a disability?
Yep.
Hey, Mervin is asking you, what parish are you going to be in for the rest of your trip?
I'll be in Montego Bay at Kingston.
He's between Montego Bay and Kingston, Mervin. I know Mervin can hook you up with somebody. Disclaimer: not making any fun about Saint Best Ladies. Was only quoting C. Charles Copeland, my wife's grandfather. Well, all right, Minibob, it's good to hear from you. It's good to get a look into your world from your eyes, your words, right?
Okay.
Right. I'll definitely keep you in mind, though.
Yeah, okay.
All right, brother.
And link me.
All right.
Okay. Have a nice weekend now.
You too.
Okay, blessing. Blessing. Bye.
Yeah. So y'all see what I'm talking about? They don't want somebody else with a disability. You have to understand something too, you know. So for instance, right? Minibob wants to go somewhere and he's in a wheelchair and he needs somebody to help him with his chair. His woman in a wheelchair, so him can't help her with her wheelchair. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, what's up, SouFLo? It's Larry.
Hey, Larry, how you doing?
Everything's great, man. I was just listening to Minibob earlier, and I really think like it's more of a confidence issue. I know it's hard, but it's not impossible.
Right. So you think it's more of a confidence issue?
Right. So meaning he can get his money up, right? Get his money up, do whatever he gotta do, take care of himself, make money, and then what happened? No matter what condition he is, because he got money, women's still gonna flock. Hey, I gotta be realistic.
Yes, but and you are right, but then that's not about confidence, that's about money. There's a difference. That's about money then. So he would have to basically buy love.
Well, you know, like I hate to say, like say if you're 80 years old and you want that young tenderoni, you gotta buy that.
You gotta Hi, mommy.
But you feel me though? I'm not trying to be real.
That's true. That's true.
Because when you're in certain conditions, women look for able men.
You say in certain conditions.
No.
You're using all the right terms. It's just funny. But you're not saying nothing wrong.
Yeah, and they look for able men. So, but able comes with, you know, stability, you know, and other things. Stability comes with money. So if you have enough money to handle that, even if you're in a wheelchair or whatever you're doing, women's gonna take care of you. Because at the end of the day, women are nurses. They nurture.
Right.
So they'll go around it. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta have something to make up for it.
Yeah. Some women are nurturers.
Some women, but at the end of the day, if you have something to make up for your disabilities, then you can make something happen. I don't think it's like impossible or it's crazy hard. I just think that he needs to look in the mirror, figure out what he wants to do with his life straight up, speech impediment and not, it doesn't matter because I know there's people that's made a lot of money and did great things in this world that was in wheelchairs, won Nobel Peace Prizes, all sorts of stuff. Real talk.
That's true. That's true. That's true. But money is going to play a big role, though.
Of course. Money always plays a big role, but you got to make up for what you don't have, what you lack. So you got to make that money. You got to make sure, like, we in a wheelchair, whatever, but, you know, you hold me down. Because women, unfortunately, you know what I'm saying, they'll subdue to that as long as the money is there.
Yeah.
As long as...
I personally wouldn't want a woman who is around for the money, but then again, if I'm in a certain condition and the money is what helps her to stay there and I have the money, then I wouldn't mind.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting at.
I mean, you got to be realistic, right? It's like some of us walk outside and we're like, my favorite vehicle is a G-Wagon, but I don't have $150,000. So I'm going to second for this Ford. That's up my alley, my financial bracket, and I can still be driving around clean. Same way. Yeah.
Keep your car clean. Keep everything clean. And, like, it's really about who you are. If they see Mini Bob as a person that's nice, he's a good person, confident, brings a certain aura with him, and then he has a little bit of money. Yeah, females will mess with him. They'll deal with it. They'll work with it. I believe so.
They'll work with it. But one thing I know is this: able-bodied women are not waking up to say, you know what? I'm looking for a disabled guy to date. I want to spend the rest of my life with a guy who's in a wheelchair or a guy who can't walk upright, or a guy who has a speech impediment where I can't barely understand what he says. That's my dream to find.
Definitely not
any woman who's going to say that. So there's a big obstacle there, man.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the confidence and the money comes in.
Yeah.
That's the only way I really see it. I mean, like, if, say, for example, I have other thoughts. Like, say if he comes to America and sells some ganja. Women that want some free ganja, you know, they
Yo, we used to have a saying, right? It says, if she smokes, she pokes.
Yeah. You follow where I'm coming from?
Yeah. We used to say, if she smokes, she pokes, because that's how it always goes down. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So, see, he can go either way. He got some decisions to make.
Yeah, he do.
All right, family. It's always a pleasure.
Hey, manners and respect, bro.
Later.
All right. Larry said, if we come up fire and sell some ganja, poor Mini Bob will get caught selling ganja and end up at jail or end up at prison. No, sir. Then him in a prison, they might wheel him around and take advantage of him. I don't think that's a good one either. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
If you are already in a relationship with somebody and they become...
Sorry, I just saw King Big's comment. King Big's not the rotten sense. Okay, I'm bad.
We're trying to be serious here.
Say what you said.
King Biggs.
King Biggs,
right. If you are in a relationship with somebody and then they have some kind of accident where they become disabled, or some illness happened to cause their disability, if you love that person and you've had a good relationship, you're going to stay with that person, right?
Yeah, that's a difference.
But to be disabled and then want specifically to only date people who are not disabled, you put yourself in a tough category.
Exactly. That's the fact.
And it sounds, and maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Mini Bob can clear this up. But for what I'm hearing, it sounds like Mini Bob needs a healthcare provider that he can be intimate with and have a relationship with.
Rastafari. You know, I think Mini Bob said I asked him, I said, have you ever dated somebody who has disabilities? And he said,
yeah, I heard that. He said no.
But he said no. And I said, was it your choice? He said no. They just have never came his way. So probably
Well, it
the
only
other
makes sense. A disabled person is not going to want to be with another disabled person
that's what make it difficult for him.
because
So,
it's going to be difficult for them to get around and do things together.
right, but that's what makes it difficult for him too, because even if he desired one, they're not looking at him because they're thinking just like him, where they don't want somebody who has a disability either.
Right. And then the ones that are not disabled do not want to take on the responsibility of being in a relationship with somebody that is disabled.
Right. Right.
Wow.
It's a difficult journey.
He's in a tough situation.
He is. He is. He is. To find somebody who's gonna love him for him only.
Yes, because even the gentleman that called before about the money, if I was disabled and I was in that situation, I would be thinking in my head, this person is only here with me because of my money. And if I didn't have my money, they would abandon me.
Right.
That's what I would be thinking.
Yeah, but you would still be happy that they're there though, because you have the money to afford them to be there. You would start.
Then I might as well just hire someone.
No, because you go hire someone that's not going to give you intimacy. They're just going to work with you. If you're hiring somebody for intimacy, you'll pay for front.
SouFLo.
Yeah.
Let me school you on something.
Yeah.
You know how many aides I know that have gone to take care of a patient and end up marrying that patient?
Yeah, for the finances, not because they're in love with the patient.
Right. So I'm saying it's possible.
I've seen that happen too. I remember back in the day, one of my mom's friend from back in the day, way back in the day, she actually ended up pregnant for this old white man retired doctor that she was taking care of down on the beach. And the woman breathed female, and everybody was in a disarray and uproar because they were saying the poor man can't even do nothing, him can barely stand up to walk or anything like that. And he'd be like sundowning and going through his motions, how him end up breathe you. And then, boy, them cuss her, they was like, but she, boy, when she have the baby, a typical biracial mixed race baby, and the baby was just like the old man. So it wasn't like no mistake. It wasn't like no mistake. So I don't know how that turned out years later because we had moved. No, they moved away. We didn't move. They moved away. I don't remember if she ended up getting anything out of him or anything like. I'm sure I'm dead by now because he was really, really old when I was young growing up. But I remember that. I was like early teens. I was probably like 12, 13, them age there when she got pregnant for him. Yeah.
There was a radio DJ, a famous radio DJ. I think he was in Ohio. I'm not sure. But he ended up having a disability and he had to have an aide come and care for him. And he got so attached to the aide that he paid the agency to take her over to be his only aide. And this aide lives with him. If he travels out of the country or wherever he goes, she goes with him. Because with agencies, you can't just get involved with a patient.
Right.
And you have to sign papers that you're not going to take on that patient privately because that patient belonged to that agency.
Right.
So in order for you as a patient to take over that aid, you have to pay the agency a certain amount of money if you want to take her over privately. Did you know that?
I didn't know that part.
You can pay, yes, you can pay off to take that aid.
And then just have that aid, that patient as your private care.
Exactly.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Yes, sir.
Learn something
That's what he
new.
did.
And that's what he did?
Yep. He had the money. He was famous.
Learn something new. Ah, boy.
So, yeah. Minnie Bob is in a tight situation.
Yeah. Unless he opens up his world. I think if he opens up his world to dating somebody who is in a similar predicament as him, then the door would be a bit more wider open for him. Not true?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cause all them have to do then I just drop some lyrics on one of them and say, yo, you know, we two are we in the same predicament. We could do life together. We could do life together, babes. I'll never leave your side. That kind of thing. You know? But you can't say that to a woman who can get up and walk with anytime.
Right. Right.
You know?
Right. And I'm sure from listening to Minnie Bob, he has a loving heart. He wants somebody that truly loves him, not just there because of his disability, you know, or his money.
And Smith says that SouFLo, I'm in many of the Western parishes doing charity work, and there are many good-hearted women out here who would be there for a man like Minnie Bob, and he's a good, kind-hearted person. And me not gonna make you sell me that about no Jamaican woman, cause not Jamaican woman.
Not the yard woman there.
No, you can't sell me that. She could be good and kind-hearted all she want to. But no, you're not selling me that.
And even if she there with him because of money, he might go get burned till him turn ashes. May I go back in that chat later?
Later, Marie. Marie said won't get burnt till him turn ashes. They won't get burnt till him burn up. Yeah. Don't sell me that. Not Jamaican one. Now to get somebody to work and to visit him, and he pays, and them come help clean up every now and then and do this and that and cook some meals and stuff, and might give him some to on the low. Yeah, but not talk about exclusively his woman. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yeah, that was funny so far.
Yeah, she said you will get burnt till you burn up, brother.
That's fine so far. But you know, my problem is I'm stuck in my ways. I like Jamaican women, black women, and I'm stuck in my ways. That's my problem.
So you limited yourself in your choices.
Yeah, man.
You want a nice sexy Jamaican woman.
You know how many white women want me so bad, and I say no?
Boy, many Bob, you have time, I say no.
So far, it's what I like.
You have.
You know.
Well, guess what?
So far, I don't believe in teaching so far. So if I go take this white woman, I know if I been there, I'm going to teach so far.
If you take the white woman, you're going to cheat because that's not your type.
It's not my type, so far.
Any grandparents. Really, I said, don't believe in that cheat. What if you take a white woman and won't cheat? Because I don't feel type. Why, really, Bob? You gotta be true to yourself, though, right?
Yeah, man.
And next time, them love kill them partner too, so that cheating there wouldn't be too safe.
Yeah, man. You know.
All right. You want what you want.
Yeah, me want what I want.
And you're holding out till you get that.
Yeah, man.
Why? I can't fault you, you, like I said, though, you're still young, you're in your 30s, so we'll see what a decade from now brings you, you know? You might have to really look and assess the situation and be like, I think I'm going to have to go for one of them white girls that I really want.
Yeah, so far. How about that body so far?
Really?
Really so far.
Damn.
You see so far? This is what it is so far.
It is. Because I know some people who are like that too. They're not going to the other side for nothing. So, yeah.
I don't have to problem with that other side. My mother-in-law is white and I love him to death. He is a good man.
Right.
But for me, I'm not, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to be in a relationship with it's not your thing. People are attracted to what they're attracted to, man. And if that's not your thing,
man.
you know, I can't say force yourself. Because you're just not going to be attracted to it.
Yep.
Okay, so we know your personal preference now. It's definitely
Yeah,
has to be a black woman. Got it.
yeah, mostly a Jamaican too.
And mostly a Jamaican too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know
I
that.
don't blame you. Yo, did you see the comment, Minnie Bob, where the sister said she's in the what she said? Western? I know Western, she said. She's going through some of these parishes and she's doing a lot of charity work in Jamaica. And she said that there are a lot of women in Jamaica who would love to be with you and would take care of you as like their man and stuff. Maybe
Okay.
maybe you need to link her up or at least go to these places.
Yeah. We have somebody in mind now. I just have to work for them. They live in Miami, so
You
see
have
from
somebody in
Jamaica,
mind,
so
but you just have to
yeah,
work for it.
yeah.
Minnie Bob.
More like a business.
All
She's a businesswoman.
Why you set your hat high more time?
Yeah, man, listen. So far, let me tell you, I need to hand back for my life. So I'm going to get whatever I want in this life.
I hear you.
Exactly.
I hear you.
Exactly, man. Take some of my family members no like me smoking weed. I don't care. That's what I like to do.
Saying.
I'm like I tell you last time, I'm telling you about
we feel like
weed
Minnie Bob
business
have a big
in
spliff right now. That's a bias we out. A bias we out right now. He in Jamaica. You know, been wake up early this morning and I roll up one. He's probably vibing us out right now. Some of our family members.
No, I do vapes.
Oh, you do vapes?
Yeah, you get more high.
And you don't have a problem getting that in Jamaica?
No. You have no problem in Jamaica, man.
Your vapes have, is it just like THC or is it like ganja vapes? Cannabis vapes? Flowers?
Ganja vape.
Wow.
No, THC too, both.
Right.
Yeah.
I know that's therapeutic too.
Very much.
Yeah, it's good for muscle relaxation and all that stuff.
Very much.
Yeah.
I've been doing it since I was 15 years old.
15?
Yep.
And it helps?
Very much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Minnie Bob, yeah. Thanks for sharing with us.
Yeah.
Man. Thanks for sharing with us.
Anything so far.
All right, my brother.
So far, I have one more story.
Yeah.
I used to, like I tell you before, I used to want to start a marijuana company. So I was asking, you know what, 100?
Mm-hmm.
So he was on Clubhouse. So one time, he hooked me up with a woman on Clubhouse.
Whack?
He hooked me up with a woman.
Yeah, who hooked you up? Whack?
Yeah, Whack.
Okay.
Now, remember, I had to in contact of him for business.
Right.
So somebody came up in the app and saying, you know, that is a man. I called his ass and I cussed his ass out.
He hooked you up with a woman that's a man?
Yeah, can you believe that?
Yo. Wow.
I cussed him out. I said all kind of things.
Damn. Hey, Minnie Bob.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
And Smith says, what is Minnie Bob's disability?
Spinal cord.
Spinal cord.
Yes.
It's not CP, is it?
Maybe two. I don't know.
Okay.
Spinal cord.
Spinal cord.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, honestly, they're out there, man. You just got to put yourself out there. If you lock up in the house all the time too, that even more, you're probably not gonna find what you're looking for. So are you?
No, me no walk out. Me go out every now and then, you know. Me go out so far.
You go out?
Yeah, man. I never be in the house.
Okay. So eventually, you know, you will buck a thing. But what you looking for? So I don't know. You say you want what you want, though. So hey, I hope you get what you want.
So far, you have to you have to get what you want, or else you will live with debts.
That's true.
Man.
That's true. But some of the regrets are minor, you know? Like you can't get over them.
Yeah, you can.
You're always not gonna have regrets in this life. Some of them are so minor you can get over them, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Minute Bob.
Okay, so far.
All right, brother.
Bye.
Manners.
Bye.
Minute Bob have a big spliff right now at Jamaica. I'm there. He's like, let me call back again. Hey, you see my family, they don't like me smoking ganja, but I don't care. That's what I do. Minute Bob said him want what him want. He's been through a lot. I seen somebody said earlier that Minute Bob is finally talking. He's telling his story. I don't think that's his story. I think he was talking about how he got the things he's been through. And this ain't it. This ain't his story. So one of these days, hopefully because he wanted to tell it, but him no really, you know when somebody want to but don't really want to. I saw Mr. Minute Bob. So when him feel comfortable enough, he will. Say hi, mommy. Before you go back to mommy, come here. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody. Say I'm 6 months old and I'm growing really fast. And me I hold my cup and I'm saying data and hi and these things. Not your mommy? And I'm super quiet. See Manaya here. Oh, you want your mommy? Shakira hands up the baby. I don't know because she knows our last baby. Sometimes I'm like, put the baby down. Like she's gonna be addicted to being hands up, and then me have to go hold her up all the time to put her down. Every time I look, she have the baby in her hand. She eat, she have the baby. She asleep. No, she not asleep. She have the baby. Baby beside her though. She just have the baby right through. Bone, window, cheese, what that? That's only for the money. Somebody said, I saw.
You feel like if we get somebody like have a low level of mental
low level of disability,
yeah,
that they could work it out.
Yes, I think that would make like the perfect couple for him. I'm not like physical disability because that person could help him. So.
Do you hear what the man said? Him say, you don't want nobody with no mental disability and physically in shape because you don't know when the mugger chip off on you and then you can't defend yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
May not think about that, but yeah.
Yeah. Why? All right. I threw this morning is called Anything Goes Morning. See? Let me go back to this and finish up with AJ Dybantsa. AJ Dybantsa, for those of you who don't know, is the Jamaican / Congolese young man who became the #1 draft pick in the NBA 2026 draft. And live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Flo.
Yeah, family, what go on?
Hypocrite friend.
God.
All right. Don't laugh this morning because look here. What Minute Bob in specific challenges that he has?
Spine problems. I think it could be spina bifida or CP. Cerebral palsy. One of those. God. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I don't think it's spina bifida though, because he would have known that. Spina bifida is when the spinal cord is outside the body.
I'm just asking. So he can move below the waist?
Well, apparently.
Or maybe on the face.
Got away.
Don't think I'm Shakira, you're too bad enough.
You see,
Go put on the baby.
you see you.
No, I would never laugh at somebody.
No, we're not laughing at him.
No.
We have conversation. Listen,
Yes.
nobody feel no way, man. We have conversation.
Yes.
Keep it
Some people
normal.
are thin skin.
Yeah, but
like
one thing we
me.
love about Jamaican culture is this, right? No matter what your ailment is, and I tell other people this all the time. If you go around Jamaican party, you see everybody there. You see the man in a wheelchair. You see the man with
Yes,
one foot.
I've seen that.
You see old man in there, and you see young girl a wind up on him, or young girl a boom
Yes.
and flick on the man in
Me
the
see that.
wheelchair. Jamaican culture is different because everybody is included. Only we
But
stay so.
Do you
Everybody
remember
else
the
count them
1
out.
foot man then?
Yes.
Brothers? All right then.
Yeah.
And one was a married man.
See.
Yeah. But I will never laugh at Minimum, just so you know, Minimum. But when I was in the chat, there was this
You
lady,
just
and
want
she
to know
was
if it's
from.
active below the waist. Because he's
Yeah.
asking for a normal woman who don't have nothing wrong with her. But I wouldn't want to know to. Because me never hear a woman say she want Nyamins for her whole life yet. She go want some poking to, so, you know. Yeah, I mean, you could be
So
barking
what
up the
happened?
wrong
What
tree.
happened to Miss Palm and family? Miss Palm and family. I'm just saying. What happened to toys? I mean, but whatever floats his boat. I mean, that's why people have to compromise these last days. I'm just saying. I'm not. You have to know what he wants to do, what he's going to get, what he's going to settle with, what he's going to be satisfied with.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But
And
in
so
the
does
chat
she.
one time.
And so does she. Because that's
Yes.
going to be a very real question that she's probably going to ask him. If him even get a woman, if he gets a woman who is fully able-bodied, has no
Yes.
disabilities at all, I guarantee you somewhere along the line, that is one of the questions that's going to come up. Because she hot and ready to do something, and she go on know if done this will work.
Exactly.
That's normal.
All right.
Yeah.
Look at my friend, my girlfriend. She said, look what she have to settle for, half of what she's used to. And I said, girl, it's making you squirt. You need to be happy. Yes.
Half of what
And-
she's used.
You know, say I don't like you.
I don't want what this.
And then when she usually get
God.
that full 100 stick, me never hear she say she squirt yet, and
And then the
she's
smiling,
having her moment. It's not the size of the gun, it's the effect of the bullet.
All right.
Yes. No, yeah. But sometimes I'm envy her. Sometimes I tell her, I said, "Guy, your yard, not gonna get none tonight." No, seriously.
Yeah,
We talk in the morning.
I tell her, don't go get none tonight.
She like, I'm a bad man. Yes.
Yo,
Serious as that. She done work. B, I'm going over, getting my pickup. So me say now, oh, come on, it's your yard, you're too tired.
Can you not get none?
No, I'm getting, but it's not,
I know
not
that the effect.
great. Exactly, not that
That's not
effect.
God.
She's over the moon. You remember the lady who in the courthouse, the judge or whoever
We're
lawyer?
ball out.
Exactly. And that, about that woman sometimes, she called me. She gave me boat killer. I want this stuff on. Tell me, no, serious as a joke. I was saying,
Oh, well,
no,
said
sir.
she had something that was twice as that before. And now she said she can't stick up for half a size of what she did that before.
Yeah, and she said, look what she's going to have to settle for.
But the half a
So I
size
said-
a clap though.
Me say, oh, it have shot like one AK-47. It has shot. It have boom up. It have reach. Man, it have reach places where she never imagined. See, me say, oh my God. Me say, girl, you're going to be happy. I mean, and this guy is doing things for her. She's happy, but she's just looking at that half. I said, please bypass that. You are quite all right. No. So you see, there's a get in a wanty, can't get it.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Because some woman not gonna care about the size as long if it do all that, you know.
Hmm?
If it do
Hello, if it was a 1 inch, I may get that I may to say, okay, nobody can look for me, man. Nobody couldn't, not even out of the house model letting. Me that do everything. Not even work, no one thing work. Not even work because I'm afraid that somebody go look on him and me start pressing his step. Then the woman don't pass look on him and go one get something and go get all of that and then me and share. I was like, no, if it was me, he couldn't even come out of the house. Me that would I make one glass out stream so you only look through every corner. Don't come out. Everything take comfort. Yeah. But yes.
Bounty would I say, what up with hurricane tongue and ecstasy? What?
No, we you call Bounty killer name for me send Aisha and I go deal with him, you know. But no, seriously no. In the chat room, there was this lady from London and she was like, leave me alone. I have really got a man. I was like, is that Minnie Bob? So I was just trying to put her face to the voice. So I was like, yes, I don't know if you saw that lady. She's a black lady. So when I heard, I said, is that Minnie Bob? I said, leave me alone. I want to go to man. So one Jamaican up for no man, you know.
Should he sound like Minnie Bob?
Yes. And then until I saw him on screen, I was like, life is so strange.
Yeah.
But Minnie Bob, I wish you all the very best.
Indeed.
People want company, and I understand because I've been there before. But did he ever have relationship before? Whatever happened to him? No.
You know, hear what I'm saying? Say he's always dated women who never had disabilities.
Oh yes, we did hear for 2 million now. Oh yes.
Yeah.
All right. I just wish him all the success and hope somebody comes his way.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Big up yourself.
You too. Bye-bye.
Later. She too real, you know. She make me laugh sometimes, like me laugh till my jaw kind of hurt me. Oh boy. Listen, that's such is life here, man. You know, so, boy, every day, we have a lot to be thankful for, you know, foreigner people. I mean, I mean for wax philosophical now and sound like we granny or nothing, but, man, we have a lot to be thankful for here, man, because look on all the problem they know. You know, remember what old man said to one young youth. The young youth did say something about him have problems with this, that, and the other. I think I've told this before. It was a joke, but it's real. The old man said, young boy, you have problem, but you don't have no problem. He said, wait till you reach for me age. And wait till you see something where you want. And she carry come give you. And she undress you and she pretty out in front of you. And you can't do nothing with it. Then you have problems. I laugh something. You know when somebody just says some random something to you, I will make you, that was one of them. I laughed till I was weak to rotted because it just played in my head like the whole scenario of you're young and able body now, and you feel lucky and thankful for it. My boy said, wait till you reach all my age and you see it and you want it and you get it. She carry it, come give you. And she undress it and spread it out in front of you and you can't do a thing with it. And then you have problems. Yo, family, no amount of money can compensate for being healthy, mentally, physically. Just hope Minnie Bob find that loving and committed woman. On a real note though. On a real note, you have to laugh, yes, life funny, and that's how we are. We're Jamaican people, Caribbean people, and we take serious thing, make joke. It don't make no sense cry over nothing in this lifetime, my friend. Because you still have got dead left yourself. You know what I'm saying? So we turn everything in our joke and still uplift our spirit same way. That is why it is important to also not be around Caribbean people and have thin skin. Because we really do laugh at everything. It's a part of Caribbean culture. I know Jamaicans want to stay so. Every Caribbean people have been around from every Caribbean nation. I just saw them stay. I saw we stay. I don't know if y'all know that, but I saw we stay. So Minnie Bob, him not gonna take it nowhere. Him did there laugh himself too. See it? All right. Let me finish this out so my OCD don't take over. Then we're gonna move on to our next topic, right? So the 2026 NBA #1 draft pick is getting his Jamaican citizenship. He is half Congolese, half Jamaican, but He is very much invested in Jamaica, which is his mother's country. The boy just signed one 4-year contract for $69 million for 4 years. Top pick of the 2026 NBA draft, AJ Dybantsa, has reportedly now applied for his Jamaican citizenship as he explores the possibility of representing Jamaica internationally in basketball. He's only 19 years old, but in Big Narrated, he's 19 years old. He's, I believe, 6 feet 9 inches tall. He was selected to the NBA as the number 1 draft pick of the 2026 draft by the Washington Wizards. He has a Jamaican mother, and he has expressed interest in playing for Jamaica, according to the Jamaica Basketball Association president, Paulton Gordon. And I've seen all the pictures with him and Paulton them and a bunch of kids in Jamaica and so on and so forth. He's 6 feet 9 inches tall. He has visited Jamaica many a times. During the Easter was the last time he visited throughout the Easter period, where he supported local basketball developments in Jamaica, and he shared his experience and his expertise with the young players in Jamaica through an initiative that is linked to the Marley Foundation. That is why I saw, what's her name, with him, Sedella. I saw her with him. I was wondering what the connection was. And I saw a lot of people in the comment section saying, man, she is like always 10 steps ahead. So always nice to see players at that level connect to their heritage and make deliberate steps to motivate and elevate the other youths who are coming up behind them and showing interest in that area, is what Gordon said. Now, Dybantsa's mother, Chelsea Dybantsa, she was born in Jamaica. And she is from and was raised in Chester Castle in Hanover before she relocated to the United States of America. And his father, which name is Anicet Dybantsa Sr., he's originally from the Republic of Congo. At the 2024 Nike Hoop Summit, Dybantsa displayed both the Jamaican and the Congolese flags on his jersey while he's representing the world selected teams. But also when he was being drafted yesterday as the number 1 draft pick, he had on a suit, and on his suit, he had the 2 flags and a chain that linked the 2 flags together. He scored 21 points, but they also lost to the Team USA in 98-75 in that. Gordon confirmed that dual citizenship paperwork has already been put in, and is suggested that Dybantsa could become eligible to represent Jamaica somewhere in the near future. His dual citizenship paperwork is in. Now, despite previously representing the United States at the youth level, he could possibly represent Jamaica on an international level. He's getting a passport, so I guess that may be a possibility down the road, is what they said. He, however, has represented the U.S. in all age group competition from under 17 levels all the way up. Dybantsa emerges as the top pick from the class of 2026 that is considered one of the best in recent times. Now, staying true to his heritage, he launched the AJ Dybantsa Foundation to help support charitable causes. One of the foundation's major efforts has focused on raising funds for hurricane relief in Jamaica, a move that showed his commitment to the island. Several players with Jamaican roots are playing their role or their trade, plying their trade in the NBA. None more so than Jalen Brunson, who has a Jamaican mother. He just led the New York Knicks to the NBA title. Boy, the Jamaican bloodline, they are something else, You know, so me see, I saw Jalen Brunson, right? Jalen Brunson is like one of the shorter guys on the team, because if you put him amongst everybody else, he's not the biggest out there. But the way how he played that game, but something about him when I saw him, I said, I wonder if he's a Jamaican or he got some kind of Caribbean in him, because him just look like it. Here it is right here. I didn't go look it up anywhere, but it's right here. His mom is also Jamaican as well. A whole heap of Jamaican woman whom really, really blessed. But it's something about that DNA, that bloodline, because we're everywhere. And it's a lot of Jamaicans that are in the NBA and NFL. I don't know if y'all know that. So before Dybantsa, Patrick Ewing, another with Jamaican links, was selected as number 1 in 1985 by New York Knicks. And recently there was a video with Patrick Ewing and Dybantsa speaking in Jamaica's native language, Patois. Remember me telling you, I didn't even read this yet. I told you that I saw him and another player. I didn't know it was Dybantsa. I thought it was, and they were speaking in Patois because Patrick was like, "Yeah, yard man, a yard you come from," and you forward from yard, and he was speaking back in Patois. So yeah, tell me, sir, Dybantsa can speak Patois too, because if that was him I seen in the video speaking to Patrick Ewing, then he speaks Patois as well. Well, the profound impact of Jamaican roots in the NBA is tremendous, with Miami Heat's guard Norman Powell recently representing Jamaica as well. You have Devin Vassell of San Antonio Spurs also showed an interest in playing for Jamaica, and he has a Jamaican father, as is his teammate Julian Champagne, also with a Jamaican father. I know most of you are thinking, I wonder if Peter Champagne's son that. Well, then there are the twins, Amen and Osar Thompson. Amen plays for the Houston Rockets, and Osar plays for Detroit Pistons, along with another Jamaican, Isaiah Stewart. And those are just to name a few of them. All of these young Jamaicans are rolling in the money, because look at the contract that him just signed. AJ's contract is $69 million for 4 years. And we just named 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them right there. So with Patrick Ewing making number 11 and Dybantsa being the latest, AJ number 12. That's a dozen of them already, you know. Imagine if they could pool their resources together and bring all of that to the island. And I'm sure they probably have, not pooled together, but I'm sure they probably all own a piece of the rock. We're just not in their circle. Because it's not like them are going to go Jamaica, go walk street. Right? And be out. Where say he's a different breed. Yeah. On the Spurs. Yeah, we just talked about the twins as well. You said on the Spurs there are 2 more Jamaicans, or 2 more with Jamaican roots as well. So if y'all wondering who tuned in late, where this conversation came from, it wasn't about his contract and it wasn't about him playing basketball. It was about Jamaican people that need to stop denying their Jamaicans. Okay, I saw people who were quick to accept him and say he's Jamaican, but I realized that we do that to people once they are rich and famous. But when regular Jamaicans say, my children are Jamaicans, Uno are the first one to tell them, say, no, you pick the born a foreign. Where them born? Somebody said Florida. Is a Yankee picnic you have, man. Them are not Jamaican. We need to stop that. Because these people, especially if they have 2 Jamaican parents, they definitely identify as Jamaican. And when you send them away to others, others don't want them either. So stop sending away your people them. And your people them. All right? That's the message for that. Moving right along. I'm just gonna breeze through some of these topics until we find the one where we're gonna stop at. So work with me on this. Cocaine. That's the next one. For those of you who've been here long enough, you might have remembered me saying when I found out who was in charge of our ports in Jamaica and our airports, I said Jamaica is going to become cocaine central. I don't know if you remember me saying that, but I said Jamaica got on cocaine central. Well, here we are, right? 2026. This is June 24th, 2026. Cocaine seizure in 2026 in Jamaica has eclipsed the last 6 years combined. Cocaine seizure in Jamaica in 2026 so far has eclipsed the last 6 years combined. In other words, they have seized more cocaine shipments in Jamaica so far for 2026 is more than the last 6 years combined. In the first 6 months of 2026, the Firearms and Narcotics Investigation Division has seized more cocaine than the combined total of 6 consecutive years, from 2016 all the way up to 2021. And it is the highest amount that has been seized in the past 10 years. The police are saying that since the start of the year, they have seized over 5,100 kilograms, that is more than 11,000 pounds of cocaine. To give you an idea of how much coke afloat through the place. I remember, I know, when them seize, don't stop the market. That means what they are seizing is a small portion of the larger portion that actually make its way through. Since the start of 2026, they have seized over 5,100 kilograms, that is more than 11,000 pounds of cocaine, with an estimated street value of around $3 billion. So within the last decade, between 2016 and 2025, lawmen seized a total of 11,852 kilos of coke. The 2026 total represents 43% of this decade-long run, while 2016 to 2021 saw a total of 4,916 kilos only, compared to just this 2026 period up to now, where in more than, it almost doubled that. Now, the amount seized this year, that also more than doubled the previous single record of 2,508 kilos, which is 5,529 pounds, which was recorded in 2024. Director of the FNID organization, Law Enforcement Superintendent Patrick Rowe, emphasized the strategic importance of this milestone, said that removing over 5,000 kilograms of cocaine from the illicit market is in less than 6 months. That's a good achievement for our investigators and border security partners. The $3 billion seizure directly impacts on the financial infrastructure of criminal syndicates and helps to prevent the violence that they cause from reaching our streets. We will continue to vigorously pursue and dismantle these networks, he said. So in 6 months, they have seized over 11,000 pounds of cocaine. Jamaica is so small. When we are doing 11,000 pounds of coke, we have cokehead. We have lots of cokehead in Jamaica. I've seen 1 or 2 people in Jamaica who look like them dep on coke. I know the behavior when I see it. I know the look when I see it. Or crack. I know the look when I see it. But we have a market for 11,000 pounds, or is it that this is passing through and being shipped to other places? I know that we are a transshipment point, strategically placed at a location where it would be ideal for those who ship contraband to have a link to Jamaica. And that's what makes Jamaica actually super attractive to a lot of people who are in underworld dealings, if you know what I mean, right? But 11,000 and odd pound of cocaine in the first 6 months of the year. That says a lot. I'm not going to dwell on that story for too long. I'm not a cocaine connoisseur. But for those of you who have ever lived in any environment where cocaine became a thing, you can only imagine the impact on little Jamaica that can fit into the state of Florida umpteen how much times. That's not good. That's not good. At all. At all. I'm wishing him the best in his career. Valid point. Uptown rich people. And when I say uptown rich people, I don't want to say politicians, because I don't want none of them come for me. But I would have said people, politicians and people in positions of power are behind these things. Yeah. No small man can ship that much coke. Do y'all remember that politician whose brother got caught with how much the kilos of coke, like a whole heap of it? His whole heap of seizure was a part of this number. As soon as he got caught, the first thing his prominent politician brother did was disown him. Him say, yes, we have the same father, but I haven't seen him or spoken to him in years. We are not close. So don't mix me up in our own business. Do you know that he went to court? And the first thing they pulled when he went to court is that he is terminally ill. So they cannot hold him in a jail cell. He's terminally ill and he needs around-the-clock care. Him get let go same time with a court date to appear. Now, I was looking at that case and I was saying, this is a whole heap of cocaine. Him have to do some kind of jail time or prison time. The man got fined. That's it. He got fined. And I can't help to think that his brother and his brother's position must have played a role in helping him to get away with that. Because just the other day, them catch two little girls from England who some boy give them some stuff to bring back. And as they were leaving, they got caught at the airport. And I remember, and I think they hired Isaac Buchanan to go to defend them. And they pretty much lost the case. Like, I think they got jail time, prison time, and they had to be fined a fee. Now, I don't know if they are serving the prison time or them would have want them pay some more money to get out or how that went. I wasn't there to see them walk into the cell, and I didn't hear any further reports saying that they got prison time, but the time was forfeited or whatever the case may be. So I don't know if they're actually doing the time, but they were sentenced 2 times. And a man that got caught with many, many kilos has political connections, even though his politically connected brother says they are not really in touch like that. Somehow manages to walk away with just a fine. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anyway, we're going to leave that and we're going to run into a next topic. I don't know. I will tell anybody who is trying to ply the cocaine trade, I can't imagine it being a viable business. Them kind of something that you always have to look over your back, look over your shoulders. You're scared. Somebody is watching you. Somebody are going to kill you soon. Them kind of something there. It come with a whole heap of paranoia. The money is fast and you can make a lot of money, but it comes with a whole lot of paranoia. So if you wish yourself well, I don't see why you would get into that, right? Moving right along. Let's talk about Leoda Bradshaw, because there's an update to her case. Now, the last time I did an update to Leoda Bradshaw's case was, I believe, 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago when they were in court for a hearing. And they were supposed to decide if they were going to make a deal with the prosecution or if they were going for a full-blown trial. For those of you who don't know who Leoda Bradshaw is, she was the United States of America military service member who was stationed in Miami, Florida on full active duty. She is also was the partner / common law wife of a prominent politician in Jamaica. She somehow got wind that her prominent politician man had a side chick when she was off the island. So she hunted the side chick down on social media, found her, and had words with her, trying to run her through 21 questions. And the girl wouldn't answer the question. She hung up on her and blocked her. And she came to Jamaica the day after she was blocked. Since you won't settle this with me and give me a peace of mind, I don't know how she get leave so quick, but she took leave. If you know anything about being in the military, you can't just get up and leave, right? she was able to do. So she had to have put in leave and had it approved. And she was in Jamaica the very next day. And one set of events led to another set of events to where we ended up hearing a gruesome story of a murder that happened, a kidnapping and a murder of a young mother and her young child. Philip Paulwell's daughter, baby Soraya Paulwell. That case shocked the nation because they gave a very clear description of how that double murder took place. People did have said, damn, somebody can do that to one baby. So here she is now. Last update I did a week and a half ago, 2 weeks ago, said that her legal team wants to plead guilty, but they don't want to plead guilty to capital murder. They want to plead guilty to a lesser charge. So the prosecution in Jamaica, which has a new head of the DPP, not Paula Llewellyn anymore, she said, no, you're not plead, no, we're not take that. So we'll see you in court. We're going to trial. So now they're off to trial. Now they had another meeting again. And this time, this is the information I'm updating you with. So Leoda Bradshaw, the alleged mastermind behind the 2023 abduction and murder of parliamentarian Philip Paulwell. He's a sitting parliamentarian. He's a sitting member of parliament. His 10-month-old daughter, baby Soraya, and her 27-year-old mother, Tashina Patterson, on Wednesday, they had her attorney at law, Deborah Martin, request documents that are crucial to the case, which appears to be inching closer to trial sometime this year. Bradshaw appeared in the courthouse in downtown Kingston for what is known as a trial readiness hearing in relation to the matter. Following Wednesday's adjournment, which was yesterday, today is Thursday, following Wednesday's adjournment to the case, Martin did an interview with the Jamaica Observer, and she said to them that 3 people are now before the courts in relation to this case, this matter. But in order to properly mount their defense, the team needed certain documents in its possession. The 3 people are Leoda, who they said is the mastermind behind all this, because she's the one that flew into Jamaica, got her cousin to help her to go get a killer, and a vehicle and everybody else put in place to kidnap the mother and the baby and take them to a place where they executed them. And then they have the trigger man as well. Those are the 3 persons. Today was a day for trial readiness to assess where we are at, she said. The defense wrote to the Crown last week, that is her lawyers, wrote to the Crown last week seeking disclosure on a number of items. And today was a discussion about identifying how best to get that material that the defense considers essential for our readiness for trial, she said. She said that the defense asks for a record that is in the custody of the police, which she has since received. And then she shared that the defense also requested material that is in the custody of a particular Crown witness that is to be procured, or they must go get it from the person. Now, she said that we have asked for the records of what transpired in court proceedings involving other persons who are witnesses. That is relevant to the credibility of the witnesses when they come to give evidence. And we are preparing for that, is what her attorney says. All this run around, honestly, she already said she's guilty. So it's not like she's going to go fight the case and say they are lying. So why are we studying the credibility of the others who already testified? She also added that 3 persons already gave caution statements to the police, indicating their own involvement in this matter in various ways, One of them said he never take part in the killing, but he was the one that did the driving, and he was the one that organized XYZ, and him did carry the money, go give this person. And the next person said, me never do none of the killing either, but I am the one that know the killer, and I me go get the killer and hand the money to him, and me take it from the driver, blah, blah, blah. Those persons who already gave their account of what happened, those 3 persons have already pleaded guilty. She said, I am not sure if all 3 of them will be witnesses in this case, but we got some notices about witnesses who have pleaded guilty and participating in the trial. So we will have to see if it's going to be them. It would be good to see all 3 of them show up in court and point to her and said, she's sitting right there, Leoda right there. Yeah, she gave me the specific instructions on how she wanted it done and all these other things. But this is what her attorneys are preparing for. So on June 11th, a disagreement between the Crown and Bradshaw's legal team over her alleged involvement saw Director of Public Prosecution, or the DPP head, Claudette Thompson, indicating that the matter would then have to go to trial, because we are not making that deal with you. Bradshaw had expressed an intention to plead guilty to non-capital murder. Prosecution said, a capital murder we are trying you for. She said, no, we will plead guilty, but it's to non-capital murder. And I explained to you all the last time that there is a significant difference in the time that would be given for murder versus non-capital murder, murder under different circumstances. So all they're trying to do really is to wiggle her out of a maximum sentence under a more severe charge. However, the DPP explained at that time that her office was not in agreement with the parameters of the proposed deal. A notice was served on the DPP indicating that Bradshaw's intention to seek a Newton hearing, a legal procedure that is applied in cases where defendants plead guilty, but they disagree with the facts of the case preferred by the prosecution. So in cases like this, those where facts affect sentencing, a judge alone would have to decide which version of the story they are going to go with. On Wednesday, Martin said that her client, Martin being the defense attorney for Leoda Bradshaw, she said that her client wanted to discuss her role in the abduction and the killing because she rejected the argument being put forward by the Crown as the actual facts. She's saying that's not how it happened. Based on what the Crown is advancing, there are trial issues, and the matter is set for trial this year at some time once they get past all of this, assuming everything is in place and we are all ready and able to proceed. Bradshaw will next appear in court again on the 17th of September of 2026. I don't think they're going to go to trial this year. September, you only have 4 months left before the year done after that. If they keep going to trial like this and her attorneys keep stalling like this and keep asking for different paperwork and different this and different that, they're going to stall this out for as long as they could. What I have also heard is that U.S. authorities are also monitoring this case closely. The U.S. military is monitoring this case closely because she is an active service duty member. They are not putting their hands in it, but they are monitoring it closely to make sure that she gets a fair trial. BM says, I really believe the father of the baby, she coming to Jamaica, she was up to no good. The father of the baby knew that she coming to Jamaica, she was up to no good. Probably not, probably not. And even if he knew she was up to no good, I mean, could he have predicted that this is what she would have done? in order for him to have even tried to stop anything, he would have had to have known her plans. Then him could have said, yo, somebody carry she and the baby, carry the mother and the baby, go hide them up or so and so. Because the mad girl there, and me don't know enough, she me hear her attack her, she say, she come to kill her. The man never know. Live on the air with SouFLo, good afternoon.
Yes, that same thought is in my mind too.
That he
because
knew,
go ahead.
that he knew.
All right. Say not fully know, but on the correspond, are you a woman like that, your lady like that, she what she call her? She said she's wife. She referred to as his wife, right?
Common law wife, but she referred to as his wife.
Yes, man. She's a wife, no common law wife. So
Right.
she big up
She
herself.
represents herself as his wife.
Right.
Yes.
No, remember when Paul will come out and I said, oh, my baby mother and child is missing. Did he not know that his fucking so-called wife was here? I think he knew what happened, part of it, and if it was
him can't say she is here, so they're missing.
Me not say blinking, but the fact that you know what woman you have, may not know full the intention, but he must put one and two together. The police them would have dragged me and you. Let me left out you. We who know with nobody, we not attach, right? And say, oh, are you a baby mother? You come from foreign, you must know something.
No.
But he's a politician, big, can't be touched.
I don't think so. I don't, because I've been following this case so close. That's why I'm able to tell you everything what happened. And you know, I'm not gonna talk no nonsense because I don't want nobody come sue me. But I don't think he knew. I don't think he knew. You might think, say, okay, my baby mother will fight that girl if she see her, you know. But nobody is thinking kidnap and execute. You understand?
Yeah, but look here.
You might have said to your side chick, say, listen, she there here, you know, and she's super angry, so just lay low, all right? She have to leave because she in the military, she have to go back anyways. So she's soon gone, and we get back to business. You're not thinking kidnap and execute.
You may not be thinking that. He may not be thinking that. But remember when him come out, come start ball out in the public. Remember, so you know, I feel say some link up one and the baby mother, they don't want to tell no tears. That person tell no tears. So some link up one, you know, remember paternity test come for done, you know. So somewhere, oh, Paul will have to know about something.
She said to the girl on Facebook, she typed a whole paragraph because she was trying to seem like friendly, right? So she had bait her. So if you read it, you will see that she was baiting her. She said, well, I heard that you had a baby with Philip, and I want to let you know that I know about it, and we have discussed it. Because she pretend like they're a unit, right? We have, meaning her and Philip, we have discussed it, and we are planning to have a paternity test done. And if in the event the result comes back that this is indeed his baby, then I will make sure that she is very well taken care of and get to know her sister as well, because they have one next picnic. Philip and she have one, right? So she
stick up in right there, so stick up in. Remember now, we're going to do a paternity test.
But the girl cut her off. The girl cut her off.
No, don't you think that she would have said to Paul, will say, oh, your baby mother contact me and planning for paternity test? Don't you think she would have? All right, that's what I'm saying. So, somewhere, somehow, I will know more than.
Of course, him said that, but that no means when time she land in Jamaica, him know say a murder situation I go on.
No, to be honest with you, no. But I'm saying
there's nothing else he could have known then. That would have been detrimental.
No, when he come out on the ball field, baby mother missing, he must know say that when they're going to do paternity test that they did it. That's where I'm thinking.
No, because the girl never planned to go do no paternity test with her. She didn't plan to go do no paternity test with her, as she suggested, and the girl cut her off. The girl, you know why the girl cut her off? She cut her off because Philip Paulwell had already admitted that that is his child and had already given the child his name and was very much in love with him like a daughter. So what sent her over the edge now, you see, is the fact that she is in the military. Now, when you're in the military, you can't move around like you want to, them hold your foot. So she has to look at Philip now, go on like him have one whole new family at Jamaica while she overseas stuck in the military. So she was like, hell no, that not happen. At that. But the girl cut her off from, she suggests all that. The girl was like, not gonna no damn paternity test with you. The man already say I feel pick me and he's been taking care of her and me and him good. Bye. And block her. And she lost her mind.
One question I can ask you. With the father and son murder case, what did soldier boy with the name over here? What that's your film wife?
Yeah. You talk about Beachy Stout.
Beachy Stout son.
Yeah, Beachy Stout son.
All right. Although the case is over here, but did the military go to the trial like say have anything to say? You understand what I'm like? If they went into court and say anything like he was like disobedient and stuff like that, because like what you say, them are monitor the case in Jamaica. They're not saying anything. They're not getting involved, but they are monitoring something.
Right. What you asked about here? What was your question about here?
So I'm asking you if they're going to go and say something.
If the military
are just what? Yes, over here. Are they just watching from a side, just observing?
For whose case?
Bradshaw.
Yes. So okay. So what the U.S. military will do is right now she is still considered until you are actually convicted. You are still considered a military member. She is a active duty military member. She is accused. She hasn't been convicted. It hasn't been proven fully that she's guilty until her day in court comes. So what they're going to do is they will oversee, monitor it to make sure that she gets a fair trial. Now, once them sister she get a fair trial and all the evidence comes out and she is found guilty, then they will go ahead and do the dishonorable discharge and all the other stuff that they have to do. Right. But they're not going to turn their backs on her. They're going to pay attention closely to it to make sure that the trial is done fairly.
Okay.
Yeah.
But for me, I think power must be joined into court because I'm woman in question. Like that.
Under what grounds? Under what grounds?
What do you know? You come to the island, which he have a law degree, which he won't know how to answer and stuff like that.
No, but may I ask you under what grounds? Because they would have to have grounds to draw him into court. So under what grounds?
Were they not together at some point in time since she was on the island? Knew about the paternity test in some way because the baby mother would have said to him.
You keep on as a paternity test, and I keep on telling you that she suggested it to the woman, to the girl, and the girl blocked her. Because the girl said, I have no argument with you over no picnic. Philip already knows it's his child. He's been taking care of her, and he gave her his last name already. And that flew her over the edge.
All right, I'm watching to see.
All right. I understand I don't want to throw him in there, but he's not in it. He's not
told to throw him in. But SouFLo, the ordinary person, all if you fly come up here, them a fly come for you. That's what I'm talking about. So some people are untouchable. And it's just like, oh, you just use the politician brother with the coke and nobody couldn't, when going to court, first thing you know, I get bail. How much you see a friend sit down in there that dead with Graves' disease?
All right.
Because he wasn't connected. What you have to do? Fight God London. So the ordinary person is dragged through the system. You understand?
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
That is the reason. So that's why I say they're untouchable. But let's see if he will be pulled into court. Yeah.
All right. Good one. Yeah, they would have to have grounds to draw him into court, and they have no grounds to draw him into court. Oh, you knew that she flew into the island. Okay, she fly into the island all the time. What you mean? Me never know that she did a murder. Are you trying to say that I knew that she was orchestrating a murder plot? You know what I'm saying? Him lawyer them would have named that up real quick. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, SouFLo.
Good morning,
And
family.
everybody on the live.
You doing all right?
So, yes, I just want to put my little 2 cents on that Paul Webb thing.
All right.
Yeah, I think everybody wants to say that he knows about it. And to be honest, I don't think he knew that she did it.
I don't think so either.
I think what happened, because there were rumors going around, she contacted some woman here in the US and was telling her that, yeah, I think he suspected something after, you know, when somebody do something, you're going to see the guilt on them. I think he suspected after hearing the news about the death of both of the mom and the kid.
Right.
I think he suspected because he was traumatized.
Yes.
And he is the one who held her back in Jamaica so that she could get caught.
Right.
Because something came out. He and Lisa Anna is very close. And I think she had called some woman here and said that he's not eating from her because I think he suspected that she knew something.
Right.
And he was scared. He confided in Lisa. Lisa went there and was cooking for him.
Right.
Because he didn't want to eat from her. And of course, you know, just put a man in that situation, how that would affect him mentally.
Right.
You understand?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think she told some woman here that she called mom.
Yeah, the woman that she called mom.
Yes,
Right.
that he didn't want her to leave Jamaica. And I think more or less he delayed her leaving so that she could get caught.
Right.
So everybody wants to blame him. And honestly, as a woman, I want to split justice. I don't think he knew what happened.
I think you're on the right track. I think he was suspicious, highly suspicious.
Yes.
And that's why he made efforts to get her delayed long enough for law enforcement to actually come up with something to say, yo, she is involved, kind of thing, and hold on to her.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. That's my train of thought too.
Yeah, but everybody hate this man so much, they just want to say he's a part of it. Come on now. Why would you want to kill your own child if you already gave the child your name, looking after the child financially?
Didn't need her to do that if that's what he was going to do. Tell Paul is a prominent man. If he wanted a murder done and dash to a side chick and baby, he would have done that before all that was established. That is his kid. Everybody knows this. Do you see how bossy he was about his baby girl?
Exactly.
That is what got Leoda so upset. Is that Philip literally was showing off to the public about his beautiful baby girl.
Yes.
And the mother younger, and she pretty, and the baby pretty, and Philip is showing off and he's gloating about it, and she lost it.
Of course.
Yeah.
So see, but everybody is going political and that, oh, he's a big man, he knows this, he did that. Come on, he's a human too.
Right. And if I saw anything that pointed to him being involved, y'all know me, I would have been all over it. I would have been saying it.
So
I have looked this one up, down, sideways, everywhere. There's nothing to it that points to him knowing beforehand or even while it was going on.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And from the moment I saw that, when she said that he was delaying her there, because it should come back to the state. It would be more difficult for them to get her back to come face the trial like that, because, you know, so he delayed it.
Right.
So that she got caught. Right. But nobody can see that. Everybody jumping on the bandwagon. He's a part of it. He did this. Come on,
they just want him to be involved so much. The story becomes more salacious, you know. A top-ranking politician was involved in the kidnapping and execution of his own child, then that would be a whole nother story.
Oh my God.
You know, I think people want to carry it there.
They want that, yes.
Yeah, but it's not
exactly.
That. It's not that.
Yes.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
All right,
thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, hon. Have a good one now.
You too.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah, it's kind of like, remember the policeman, when named there with Donnelly case. And remember what I said in that case? I said, because everybody kept saying, Donnelly, the man, other woman that is a police, she killed Donnelly and him a try cover it up because him no same can beat the case. And I kept pointing to one simple detail that a lot of people just would not bite because they wanted her to be involved so badly. I said, if you read the details of the case, there were 5 cameras that were trained in the direction of his door. Of the 5 cameras, they only picked up him and and these are not his cameras, they only picked up him and Donnelly going into the apartment. I said he's going to be found guilty because none of those cameras showed Donnelly coming out of the apartment. Only a couch that people down at the car wash testified to how much blood was pouring out of the couch. And I said to my audience, that is how Donnelly came out the apartment. She was dismembered and put to fit in that couch, and that's why the heavy bleeding into the couch. I then said the baby mother, the other baby mother who is a police officer, she was not involved. Why? Because the 5 video camera them never pick her up going or coming at no time when any of that was happening. So right there you have it. She was ruled out. Them no want to hear that. She kill her. May I tell you SouFLo say she kill her. How did she kill her? She went into like a vapor where the camera couldn't pick her up and went through the door and did it and then came out, then turned back into a person. I mean, come on, be logical. When I talk about these cases, man, I'll be studying them like down to the T. I want to see where Philip Paulwell could have been involved, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it. And you don't know what's in somebody's heart and mind sometimes. We don't all know what's in each other. So I don't care how close you are to your partner. There are things that run through your partner's mind that you don't know. You just don't know. Yeah. So and that's how we have it. The woman get mad. You know what it was? Somebody asked the other day, and I forgot to answer them when I did the follow-up. SouFLo, you can't tell me say a dick do this. Cause that the man they up in a age. So what kind of dick him could have sling so? It's not that. It's not that. You see proximity to power, and you see when somebody have them life hash out away, and you destroy that picture, some people will lose it. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, SouFLo, and your audience and everyone. Just
morning, family.
Since your case about and Philippa.
Yeah.
I don't believe.
Oh, your phone is bad. Your phone is bad. If you have us on speaker or Bluetooth, take us off of it.
Yes. Okay, let me disconnect.
Because that's what it does.
Disconnect Bluetooth. Can you hear me better?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, I'm saying in the case with Leoda Bradshaw and Philip Paulwell, I don't think Philip Paulwell means anything. They have a child together.
Right.
So her being in Jamaica wouldn't be no suspicion for him, right?
Exactly.
Because, okay.
It could be, babe, I took a quick leave. I come down to see you real quick, right?
Yeah, right. So this is what I think when he has a suspicion, when he realized that his daughter and the mother missing, he probably put 1 and 2 together and said, holy shit.
Because she probably would have been acting funny.
Right. I wonder if she have anything to do with it. At that time, he probably have some suspicion at that time when he went missing.
Right.
When they went missing.
He probably asked her behind the scene too. Like, did you go check the baby and check our mother? And she's probably like, me? No, sir. I never go around them. And he's like lost with it, you know?
Right. So I don't think he has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think he has anything to do with it.
Right.
I don't think so.
All right.
And it's just a sad story. This madman planning to kill a 10-month-old baby. This is crazy, man.
It's the way in which you know, let's talk about our sentencing, right? I don't think enough time can be given to her. If we did still in at the age of hangman, she would have been a
Right.
perfect candidate
Yes,
because
she,
the
yes.
way in which
They probably would give her the death penalty.
the
yes.
way in which
Kept it.
that's the bad
The
part,
way
man.
in which-
The way in which
Yep.
this was done. You know, every
Sit
time I
down
rehash
and
the
a
story,
plane.
every time I rehash the story, my heart ache for
This
that
is
baby because and the
crazy.
mother because how they chose to take her out of this world.
And this is the thing I realized. The baby was the target because the baby was the one who she killed first. It's not such of the girl, but the baby.
Right.
Because now the baby have a forever attachment to Paul.
Right. So even
So
if she
the
didn't
baby
kill the
was the
mother, the
target.
baby would still be there, and
The baby would
she would
still
still
be there.
have to share with that baby.
Right.
And she didn't want to share with that baby. She wanted Philip
Don't
as
want
a
to.
prominent politician who has his riches and everything and his power
Right.
to be
Right.
hers and hers alone. Hers
And her
the
and the
daughter that she
they
has
have.
with him.
Right. So
Nobody
the
else.
baby was the target.
Yes. The baby
Yeah.
was the target.
Because they take it. Mm-hmm. We can remember, you know, if it was just a girlfriend that Philip Paulwell has, people get together and they eventually break up.
Right.
So, you know, there would be no reason for her to hunt down the girl and kill it.
Right.
The baby was for the fact that they have a baby, now it's attachment to Paulwell.
And worse in Jamaica, because it was already known publicly, you know, by everybody else that that's Philip Paulwell's daughter, because him give baby Saraya his last name, and they were frequently seen hobnobbing and everything. So that alone made her even more crazy. So you have a whole family after me. Me oversaw work and you set up one whole family, and everybody out there know except for me, kind of thing.
Yep.
Right.
Yep. She's mad, man. She's mad. But you know, whatever the court have to give her, I hope they give her to the full length of the law. This lady they need to put her under the prison cell and fling the whole courthouse on her.
We'll see how
she's not supposed to see back at daylight. I'm sorry.
I agree.
She have a daughter, and my heart goes out for her daughter, but I don't know if anybody couldn't talk her out of this and say, "Girl, you're mad."
All our big head idiot cousin. If my cousin is in a position where she's serving well in the military overseas, right? She'll get somewhere with her life. And she come to Jamaica and suggest to me that that's what she want to do. You know, the first thing me I say, cuz, take your ass and go back overseas and stop your foolishness. And I'm not helping you to do no dumb stuff like that. And dash with the tour with life. This idiot cousin of hers, him put this in motion for her, you know?
Yes. Nobody couldn't talk her out like that. I say, listen to me, you're born poor. I have a mental breakdown. Something wrong with you?
The man put it in motion for her.
The man put it in motion.
Why?
It's still puzzling me.
Yeah.
This case is a case where will stay with us forever.
It will. The wicked heart, see the wicked and heartless, Carissa Smith said, the wicked and heartless way that this was done is what sticking on my mind. How could you? But then watch this. The trigger man. The trigger man, them need to hang that trigger man there by me don't know what them need to do to him. Put him in a wood chipper feet first. Cause that trigger man, you know, that baby and that mother did nothing to you. Then you mean if you tell me, say no, somebody can convince you with a little bit of money. I think it's only $500 US she paid out, you know, as the down payment, you know. And you executed a mom and her baby for how much of that 500? Come sure I know him get the whole light. Driver did have to get fee share, and the next person who find the killer have to get fee share, and the killer. So they split $500 up between the three of them, and that was enough for you to execute a mother and her child.
Crazy situation, man. Wow. It's you know, and she don't want to plead to capital murder. What you want to do? What you want to plead? Manslaughter?
Yeah, because she's trying to avoid a few extra years.
Yes. That's what she's trying to do.
Either ways, it's going to come down to about 50 years. And then I
50
don't think,
years.
I think capital murder, I believe, is 50 mandatory minimum. And the judge can't do nothing about that. But what she trying to plead to is where in this charge, the judge can have discretion and start to, you know how the Jamaican judge them do? They'll be like,
Yeah, they
well, we're
chop it
starting out
off.
at 50, but
50.
she's very young and she's rehabilitatable, so we take off 10. And then she confessed, so we take off another 10. Now we're down to 30.
Right.
And then, before you know it, she's doing about 20 years for that double murder right
20
there.
years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
20, 30
Yes.
years. Which I think is that's what they're trying to do.
That's what they're trying to
That's
do.
what they're
Well,
trying to
we have to just see what happened.
Right. We're going to follow
Yeah.
it through.
Yeah, you said this morning is everything goes, right?
Anything goes.
I have an update. I was the person who called you and was telling you that I lose my doors in Melissa, and at the time that we didn't get anything from the government. But now I get something from the insurance and the grant. It's not much, I have to make it up. But I did get something from my insurance.
From your insurance.
And the grant. Yes, I get something from the insurance.
And the grant from the government.
And the grant, yes.
Okay.
So that's my update.
So
I can't
moving
speak
slow,
about for
but
anybody
it was
else.
moving.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I did get something from them. Not everything. What they gave to put back I have to make it up, but they did give me something. And the insurance also give me something.
Were you able to replace the door and get your stuff back together?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good thing.
Yeah. So it's moving. It's just moving slowly.
That's a good thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if everybody is if they're touching everybody by now. But I did get something from both insurance and the grant. So I just I'm just telling you about the update. My updates, not for everybody update, my update. Because I remember I did call you and I was telling you that I wasn't getting anywhere with them.
All right. I'm happy to hear that for you.
Yes. Thank you, SouFLo.
All right,
yes,
my friend.
Yeah.
All right. A wonderful one, yes?
You too. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye.
Thank you for your time.
Yes, no problem. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yeah. So let's close this off like this. I don't know if all of you have heard, but I hate saying it, but I have to say it so everybody understand. When we say stuff like the woman that will burn, she should never be let out. Live on the air with SouFLo. Good morning.
Hey, SouFLo.
Yeah, family.
You see that woman's cousins and family them? It seemed to me like she might have been their bread and butter. And she's like, it's like she's a female Don, because all she do is just request this.
And it done.
And them just take care of it with little bit of money.
Little bit of money.
So she must have them in her pocket then.
Could be, you're making a good point. You're making a good point. I never even thought of it like that. But it could be.
She could have been taking care of them financially.
Right. So he felt some level of obligation.
So they felt obligated to do whatever she said.
Yeah. Wow.
And another thing, I think the reaction of the father, the reaction that he had towards the baby mother and the baby, also, I feel, aggravated her to do what she did.
Yeah, that's what I've been saying. That's what tipped her over the edge. When she realized that Philip Paulwell loved that little girl.
He wasn't hiding the mother, and he wasn't hiding the baby.
Right, he wasn't hiding them. She probably thought, oh shit, he's going to leave me for them.
Right.
I'm not in Jamaica all the time.
Because she's too far away.
Right. Right. He's moving on.
And she thought once she secured.
Yep. Your call went drop. Your call dropped. Hello? All right. Listen, hold off on the phone calls. I'm going to run through a camera situation right here, say a couple of things, and then we're going to end this live, right? But let me say this in closing. I have to keep on reiterating this part. The level of wickedness that they carried out. There's a piece of detail in here that says they have the phone information, and it backs the story that she actually orchestrated this. Not only that, she wanted to see it done. And she was so in her feelings then, driven by scorn. She said, I want you to execute the baby first in front of the mother, so the mother see it. And the idiot killer shot the baby in the head in front of the mother. This is, of course, when the mother was on the phone. She was on the phone and she said it, and the mother heard those words. She started begging and pleading and screaming and saying, please take me first, take me, just take me instead, but make the baby live. And she said, nah, I want her to see it. And he did it, executed the baby in front of the mom. And then she said, I feel her turn next, right? She said, this would teach you not to mess with people, man. And executed her too. It didn't teach her nothing. She's dead. She died. And now you must pay the consequences. So how this is going to turn out, one thing I keep on saying I'm glad for, Paula Llewellyn is gone. I remember Paula Llewellyn telling us that we are not going to give the public any more information pertaining to this case. So you won't know if any deals are made. You won't know who get found guilty and how much them get next and all this other type of stuff. And I said, what type of foolishness is that? A case like this, the public deserves to know what's going on with the case. But back then I said, oh, I plan to sweep this under the rug, and let her go, Why else would the head of the DPP tell us that we're not getting any more information? So thank God Paula Llewellyn retired, gone. And whoever is, remember I said Paula didn't retire willfully. Things happened in place that made her have to sit out because it was unconstitutional for her to be given another term, right? Now, the woman who is in there now, obviously, is a transparent woman and believes that the public needs to hear what is taking place in this case. So we are able to get the details that way. Live on the air with SouFLo, good morning.
Flo.
Yeah, family.
I did not say Paul will coincide with his first baby mother to get rid of the second one and the child. No, I'm saying that he knows more.
Where you come up with that from?
That's what I think I heard the lady say.
The lady never say you said nothing like that. Nobody said
no.
Like
Let me go back. Wait. People want to drag him in it so badly, and then that's in line, and that's what I got from it.
Yeah, because you're not the only one that's saying that. You're not. There are a lot of people who are saying that. That's why she said people want to say
yes.
In it so
I'm not bantering it because I don't really play tit for tat. Sorry about that.
No, but me I tell you, saying a personal. We're not talking about you exactly. We're talking about people want the story narrative to be that he was involved because it sounds more salacious.
One thing me said before I go. Let me say one thing.
All right.
To show you that in his instinct told him that something was wrong. Remember now, you just brought it up back because I didn't even remember that Lisa Anna was there as an aid to him, like assisting him, comforting in some way where he was losing it because he knew something was wrong. Because he would have been calling his baby mother, asking the child's grandma, where's the baby mother and baby. So that's why I did hate from that lady. So I said, he knew more, but at the same time, it's not coming out. We don't know. And then it's just accusation, suspicious and stuff like that for me. But if you look, his instinct would have said something wrong as well.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And like I said, to end this segment, he could have knew more all he wanted to. It was all suspecting, and there is nothing he could have done, right? And he would have suspected after the fact, after where, because if you read through the paperwork, it says when she died. This was executed with military precision, from the kidnapping to taking her to where they would be executed to the actual execution. It happened so fast that it was like by the time him would have thought, oh shit, they're missing. It's been a couple of days. Oh man, I hope she don't have nothing to do with it. Them dead already. So he would not have known anyways the gist of everything that was taking place. And the most he could have said was, I wonder if she has something to do with it. But then when he asks her, she's probably going to be like, what? Have something to do with what? You know, you see what I'm saying? Anyways. Yeah, we will stay close to that case and see how it plays out and see how, if the Jamaica justice system is going to slap her on the wrist or if they are going to actually let the time fit the crime. That way. We're gonna end this live right here with one more topic, but this topic I'm gonna be super fast with it, so I need you to stay close to it. All right. So the super fast with it that we're gonna go is like this. There were reports out that a policeman was equipped with his body-worn camera in Jamaica, and that the body-worn camera actually captured a shooting incident in which the police shot a man in Salt Springs, St. James, and has been hailed by security experts as just the type of accountability that Jamaican law-abiding tax-paying citizens are asking for from our police officers. Now, this is what the public wants to see. In this case, the recording shows exactly what happened, which has eliminated the need for speculation and misinformation, said the ex-lawman, who has now asked to not be identified for security reasons. So, first of all, stop right there. I understand what they're trying to say, right? But if these video cameras are, if these video footages are not going to be released to the public, then it makes no sense to even have them, because y'all are still going off of what you said. And the public don't want to hear what you said, because that's what Chan is trying to enforce. He actually said it out his mouth. He said, now is the time, or it's about time, that the Jamaican people start believing the security forces and what they say and come away from this colonial ideas of how they were back in the day kind of thing. We don't want to hear your words that there is a security footage, and we need the body cam we need Jamaica to get up to speed. We need Jamaica to get up to 2026 and beyond. You see, in the United States of America, whether the police officer is guilty or not guilty, that body camera footage is eventually released to the public. Now, when it is released to the public, we can see, I have seen videos where the police officer was planting evidence in the car and then arresting the individual. Now, mind you, them dirty and corrupt same way, because they played this video evidence years later after the individual who they arrested for the drugs that the police planted in the car had already served a certain amount of time behind bars. But what they did go back and do was, every person that that police officer had arrested on a drug charge, their cases were thrown out, their records were wiped clean, and they were released from lockup. That police officer stood trial, was convicted, and is serving time now. So it is super important. And then we've seen videos where the police is in the complete right of taking a life, because his life would have been taken in the process. So Jamaica, I understand what I try to do, but we need to actually see the footage them. We don't want to hear your word of mouth about footage exists of uno shooting man. And in this case, it clearly says or shows. Show us, make we decide. Because that's what we the public are here for. It is so critically important that the public can trust the police. and wearing of these body cameras brings that element to the table. That is what the public has been calling for, especially in questionable shootings. The ex-lawman, who has extensive experience both locally and internationally, said that he did not support the reasons that were being given by the Jamaica Constabulary Force about not being ready for the full utilization of body cameras, saying that the strategic deployment can fix that problem. Now hear this part. The JCF currently has some 1,650 body cameras that are worn, and we have 14 parishes. Break down the numbers. If we give each parish 100 cameras, there will still be 250 cameras left that could be deployed to specialized units such as MOCA, which is the Major Organization Crime and Anti-Corruption Agency, and the Fugitive Apprehension Task Force, which are the units that are more likely to be confronting the hardcore criminals who might want to challenge them. I know of no parish which has more than 10 planned operations on any given day. So 100 cameras would be just about enough for their special operations teams, said the security expert who has served time in the JCF. He said that there is no need for every single policeman to get a body camera to wear, and those doing desk job and those patrolling safe spaces like the school resource officers, them really don't need no body camera. Stop again. This is exactly where you need a body camera at too, sir. I don't know why I keep on go around the thing. You said that there is no need for every single policeman to wear a camera. I said there is absolutely a need for every single police officer to have a camera. Every single police officer here has a camera. Come on, man. We always imitate everything that the US do. Imitate that to no man. It works. It works. Then you went further to say that those who do desk job and those who patrol safe spaces. Where is a safe space? We've had murders committed in church, inside of the church, and outside on church grounds. So tell me, where is a safe space? Like the school resource officers, he said. You mean the school resource officers as in the police officer when they're around the school with the people, them buguyaga picnic and the unruly picnic them that often are in confrontation with these police officers? These are people's children. This is super important that these police officers have a body camera. Because next thing police have to put down one of the kids them, and then them parents get mad and want to do something to the police. But if the police has a camera and he can say, listen, parent, I understand, say you're mad, so I did have to lick down your little picnic. I never kill him, but I broke him up because of the way things were and my life was threatened, and the parents is there trying to tell you, a lie you tell, I saw them treat people, picnic and poor people. So listen, mommy and daddy, sit down. Here is the footage. Flip and play it. When them see them like a bugoyaga picnic in action, guess what, officer? You are exonerated. Okay? They will have to apologize to you and say, okay, officer, I see what you were saying. Jesus Christ, me never know say I saw him stay. He don't act like that at home, you know. I never know say this is how he was out here in school. You don't see why it is important to have this? How are you saying it's not important to have it in safe spaces and those who wear desk job and those who are school resource officers? Are you crazy? Everybody who works in school here as a resource officer, matter of fact, the whole inside of our school them have camera everywhere in there. That is why when you get them video there when time school shooting happened, you can see the shooter enter the school, you can see him go down the hallway, he moved into the first classroom, he's shooting out the hallway now, he's in another classroom, he runs down this way, he went into the bathroom, car camera there everywhere. So get with the times, please. And stop talking about it's not needed here and only some needed there. Stop complicating something that is simple. Get with the times. Put a camera on every single individual that wears the uniform and make sure that it is written into law that each one of those individuals, every time they come in contact with civilians, that camera must go on and must record. And then you have to have consequences and repercussions for them getting into contact with individuals, civilians, and their camera not going on. Because guess what happens here? When a police officer gets into stuff with individual and the camera don't go on, or it go on and them turn it off. Them in our problems, right? So Jamaica, please stop with this foolishness and get with the times. I won't even read any more of this article. For those of you who want to read the rest of this article, because it's just foolishness and BS again, body-worn camera captures police shooting in St. James. Go to the Jamaica Gleaner. It was printed, updated 30 minutes ago, and it's a little 3-minute read. With that said, please remember this. My disclaimer is to our Jamaican law enforcement officials. We, too, are law-abiding, tax-paying citizens. We're not big up no badness and no nastiness around here. We want Jamaica to be safe and beautiful, and we know that you are capable of doing it. We also understand that your job is hard. Me see how them unruly to uno sometime. You understand? But at the same time, we can't exchange one set of gunman for your next set of gunman. We need accountability. And if you are killing out here and not giving us accountability, you are no different than the killer. Them will never give you no accountability. Neither them just kill out people too. So if better you come for make better and you want us to trust you, y'all are going to have to listen to us, the public, and give us what we need in order to trust you. It's a simple transaction. Government, those who are in positions of power who control this, you need to hear this and put this into play, and the rest will go easy. With that said, I'm going to play my little commercial again one more time, and then we're going to get up out of here. Some people joined us super late, and them never see it. It's a proud moment for me, and I'll be promoting this more. See it here.
Like SouFLo, y'all watch we like TV, SouFLo.
Yo, my SouFLoTV audience, listen, your boy is officially a ambassador / influencer promoter on this Vibes Island cruise experience. We're talking about luxury dancehall cruise. I'm already locked in and booked and everything. A lot of you said, SouFLo, as soon as you drop your promo link then or code, we booking. Well, see it ya, look on the flyer, and then look on me on the flyer. Oh, me look so good. Me show off, you see. Me show off. I was actually waiting on them to send me this flyer. Yes, me I gotta talk from behind the flyer for a minute first, because me just feel like I look so good on the flyer. And then I'm trying to show you the promo code. The promo code is SouFLO. Listen, we're big people. Let's get out there and have some fun. And you got a lot of time to book. Okay, you have a whole heap of time for booking up, but me I go talk and keep on talking because I want you to keep on looking at me on this flyer. It is official. I am there. Me dede pa my ears. I actually just watched a video walkthrough of my suite that I'm gonna be staying in on this luxury dancehall cruise. It not gonna normal enough. We are shooting a movie out there. May I tell you this right now. So you see, if you miss it, to miss it to this, but you might as well just leave Earth after this. Anyway, let me get off from behind this and talk to you a little bit on screen. Seeing, you're gonna be seeing more of these videos with more explanation and more breakdown of what this is going to be all about. I'm telling you right now, take that promo code right there, SouFLO, and go on over to the vibesislandxp.com and book now, right now. It's a full up fast, you know. And soon there won't be any room left, and you don't have to pay up front right now for everything. You can book it on a little installment and pay monthly, and by the time the cruise is here, which you have until April of next year, but it's gonna get here faster than you think, you will have it paid off and you will be skinning teeth boarding that ship and heading out to sea to have some fun on a private island somewhere. Hold on, man. May have a whole heap more details for you. Just stay tuned. All right? Take the promo code, book right now.
Yeah, we are listening. One SouFLo on the app. Big up my brother SouFLo. We outside. Victory From poverty to big dreams, and all madam them with me. SouFLo they are with me. Woo woo.
Girl, I watch we like TV, SouFLo. Girl, I watch we like TV, SouFLo.
Right. So here what? We're out of here. Manners and respect to everybody tuning in. I appreciate you greatly. Thank you for being here. Big up on yourself. Have a wonderful day. Be good. Like my granny Miss Ruby said, be good. If you can't be good, be careful. But it's best to be good. And like my grandfather Mars Cleavy said, I will see you tomorrow. If God spare life. All right. Have a wonderful one. And I will see you tomorrow morning, if God spare life, for Festive Friday.